Hello everybody and good night. Welcome back. We're going to be doing some more Golden Sun the Lost Age today. Last time we had made our way kind of around the entirety of the Eastern Sea. And we had made our way into the Sea of Time. And we rolled all the way up to Mr. Poseidon here, who was like, we'll kick your butt. And we were like, no, it is your butt that is going to be kicked. And we kicked his butt instead. And now that we have kicked his butt, these pillars kind of showed up. And if we try to go back this way, the way that we came, you'll notice that we kind of can't. So the only other way that we could go is over this way, but it's also blocked off. So we're kind of screwed there, and like, you know, trying to cast a tremor to get rid of it. Just making it be like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And we can't circle around any of these mountains or anything because there's something in our way for each one. So we can't do anything there. So the only other way we can go is up. And when we do, well, that sure seems like a pretty cool place. Actually kind of curious. No, get out of there. No, we're not going to Lemuria yet. Actually really curious. I don't know if there's actually anything hidden in any of these. Nope. I'm just going to assume not. And we're going to go to Lemuria. So we're here! We're finally at Lemuria! Iced is from here. We've been wanting to come here since the previous game because Bobby talked about Lemurians, and even though we hate Bobby, and we hope he dies, and he possibly did, we're still here because ancient civilization, alchemy unbound, all that jazz. These guys seem like they'd be into that. So we want to be friends with all these peeps. Look at all the ships. So many ships. And look, there's a port that's missing a ship. Let's sail into it and crash our boat. And now that we're here like this, we can actually come in and ruin the music. No, I'm kidding. We can come back into our boat. We can come down here. And I believe, no, that goes down into the heart. We don't want to go there. But we can come into here. There we go. And we can use Parch. Get that treasure chest. Alright. Let's see what it is. It's a potion. It's actually, I think that's one of the best potions that you can get. I'm still not super plussed because whatever. Yeah, 300 HP to all. Whatever, I got this ring. We're fine, but it's still cool. Alright. Also, I guess we can check this to... Oh, no. No? Can we... We cannot check that barrel. Never mind. I'm gonna say we can check the barrel to see if there's anything in there, but I guess not. Oh, and I forgot to do this before starting up stream, so let's walk out of here so that the music's not all intense. There we go. Let's see here. Pull up my own stream. Or not. Twitch, what are you doing? I'm like on my own Twitch page, but it's like, you were live 2 days ago. It's like, I'm pretty sure I'm live right now. That's what OBS says, at least. Yeah, there we go. Now it's showing that I'm live. Okay. Pull this up really quick. And we're getting some extreme lag. I am so sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. Oh god. Oh god. It's trying to load. It's doing its best. There we go. Okay. Not the lag! Yes, the lag. But now that we're here, let's disembark and let's check out this place. I'm not going to check any of these pots because I already checked them in my other file. I know that there is nothing in them, so I'm not going to do that to you guys. Now I also checked these two. There seem to be two lads up there. Check this out, lads. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Check this out for real, lads. Why, that was synergy, wasn't it? Are they adepts? Who are you? Are you the ones who defeated Poseidon? Yes, that was me. I'm super cool, huh? That's quite something. Who are you that you could defeat that Leviathan? If you are strong enough to defeat Poseidon, you are too dangerous to enter Lemuria. Crap! I should have told them now. The king's orders are clear. We cannot grant you entry. King? Who is your king? His Highness, King Hydros, of course. Of course. His Majesty has ruled over Lemuria for centuries. King Hydros has decreed that Lemuria must be kept safe from dangerous outsiders. You say that we are dangerous, but do you include me as well? Iced! Iced! Did you join them in battle against Poseidon? Impossible! Everyone knows you possess great courage, but you still are a mere Lemurian. Mere Lemurian. Such comments do us all a great disservice. I battled fiercely alongside my friends. Leave our landing to me. You have my word that we shall create no problems during our stay. Will you not permit us to enter? Iced, I know you are a man of your word, but the king's orders must stand. You understand that we cannot simply ignore the king's orders, don't you, Iced? What is King Hydros doing? So, you people really take your king seriously, don't you? Insolent pup, do not dishonor the king of Lemuria. We are peaceful but quick to anger. Pup! I must be twice your age. Who are you calling pup? You wish to see Lemuria and let you know so little of us. I am far older than you. Show respect. Pah! Older than me? Inconceivable. Actually, Creighton, these two are perhaps older than all of you combined. Bobby must have spoken of this to you. In Lemuria, time passes quite slowly. Ah, well, I suppose I recall something of that sort or another, maybe. But to imagine for a moment that these two gentlemen are older than I am, it's a bit much. But perhaps I was rude, and I hope you accept my apology. My ignorance misled me. You know, you keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. I only used it once, though. I only used it once, Lou. Well, just so long as we're clear on that. But if your fighting skill is as skilled as your wordplay, then perhaps you aren't so dangerous to us. Oof. I agree. Perhaps His Majesty will provide an exception in their case. Sorry I had to. It's fine. King Hydros might be willing to reverse his orders if we confer with him, wouldn't he? You shall speak with him at once. King Hydros has been seeking news from beyond the Sea of Time. He will want to see you. Excuse me. Wait here. How long do you think we'll be waiting? That's a good point. Time means little to most Lemurians. Mere moments to us could seem like a lifetime to outsiders. He really said, I expected a battle of wits, but you appear to be unarmed. Oof. That's such a good comeback. Ouch. Or not a good comeback, I guess. A very good verbal dismissal. You seem young to me, and yet you are probably an old man among your people. I would imagine that you have probably done enough waiting in your lifetime. King Hydros instructed us to be kind to the elderly at all times. They seem trustworthy enough. Shall we let them in? I can see no reason not to. We won't get in any trouble, will we? No. No, you won't. Because I'm pretty sure after this cutscene you cease to exist. I will be with them. Now please, let me walk the streets of my home once more. Sorry, was definitely not taking a drink of water really quick. I beseech you. Then we place our trust in each of you. You may enter, but don't do anything rash. No promises. If you cause any trouble, we'll hunt you down and exact swift and terrible vengeance. Do we have your word? Yep. I'm pretty sure if you say no there... Hi, Ace Fawn! I'm pretty sure if I say no there... Sorry, really quickly, I want to get this in. I'm pretty sure if you say no there, Kraden gets super pissed at you. Because, like, most of the time, saying yes or no doesn't really do anything. But, like, here, I'm pretty sure it, like, changes his reaction. Like, you get an extra, like, 30 seconds of dialogue. Ooh, finally! What could be waiting for me in Lemuria? I can't wait another moment! So, Ace Fawn, you were here just in time. We basically are in Lemuria. We've been wanting to come here since the previous game, essentially. And we're finally here. It's an ancient city. People here have lived for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And, like, I mean that, like, for an individual basis. Like, both of these two little boys in front of us are older than pretty much every single person's age in my party combined. And, like, we're all 17 and, like, 18, and, like, Kraden's probably, like, in his 50s or 60s or something like that. So, like, it's pretty old. I keep thinking it's going to finish, and then they're going to automatically walk off screen, and I take a drink of water, and they keep talking. Very well, Iced. We place our faith in you, then. We place our faith in you, then. Enter freely and peaceably. You must already be aware of this, but you are not permitted to enter the palace. If the king were to find out about this, we'd be in big trouble. Don't worry, I won't let that happen. Is this Hydros really so fearsome? Fearsome isn't the right word. King Hydros has lived longer than anyone. He is most wise. While everyone respects him and holds him in great reverence, it would be a mistake to call it fear. I certainly do not fear him. The king, he what? You will understand once you meet the king yourself. But that does not matter now. Let's go! To Lemuria, the city you've all been longing to see. Alright. And, small little thing for anybody that's ever playing this game for the first time. Make sure that you don't have any equipable synergy stuff on your person here. On this guy. Because reasons. As part of a cutscene coming up here, he leaves your party for like a short moment, and you need to have access to one of your like synergy items. So if you had it equipped on him, the game doesn't give it to somebody else, it stays on him, and you literally lock yourself here. So, just a warning on that one. Can't remember the last time we had visitors in Lemuria. Not in a great while, certainly. And I do have mine read on. More the same today and every day. Nothing around here ever changes. That's dreadfully boring. In Lemuria, we do not grow old. It must seem quite odd to those from the outside world. I've aged so slowly, I no longer fear death, but at the same time I have no motivation at all. This place seems depressing. I love that this game lets you be a nosy brat. Yep, can read everybody's minds. There is an animal behind this. It's a cat! Meow! What does the cat have to say? No one in Lemuria feels any passion for anything. They're lazier than a cat in a sunbeam. You said it, cat. Did I check any of these? Nope. Yep. There we go. Shen examined the grave, but didn't find anything. Yeah, this place is very depressing. I would not want to live here forever. Or you would not want to live forever. Yeah, me neither. And they don't live forever, they just live a ridiculously long time. So, Lemuria has no disease, no war. Anyone who saw it would think it a paradise. And yet, all who come to our city seek to leave soon after arriving. I too wish to leave. I haven't been surprised in ages. I don't know what I'd do if something happened. Well, I'm gonna save really quick because we've got something super fun coming up here. Hey you. Drinking from the spring restores vigor and vitality. Want a sip? No, I'm good. These turtles have lived in the spring forever. Must be the water that does it. And you? Do you wish to test your luck at the spring of Lemuria? Sure. Go ahead. Test your luck. You look like you're in for a spell of good luck. After all, your aura glows brightly about you. No one is luckier than him who believes in his luck and his friends who believe in him. Aww. Some good advice there. Alright. This spring actually does have a couple things that we want from it. And I know how to get one of them with, like, just doing things very quickly. So we're going to run in. I'm going to walk up to the pedestal. The water's going to drain. I'm going to select a particular thing and then I'm going to throw it immediately and it should land in the center. So, here we go. Toss. Oh no! Well, I already failed. But it's fine. I got some Water of Life. And it's not fine, I lied, I'm resetting because I have a limited number of tries. Actually, let me see how many I've got. Oh, I've got 9. I'll be fine. There we go. That'll land in the center. Or in the center circle. Whatever. It's fine. And... oh crap, it's a summon slate. I can now summon Eclipse! Heck yeah. I need 3 Jupiter and 2 Mercury Gen on standby. I already forgot what the amount was. I think it was 3 Mercury and 2 Jupiter. So we'll just do that. That way we're ready for next time. Oh! Oh, and Kraden has taken over our party. Oh! Goodness! Shen, look over here! The palace is magnificent! Or this palace is magnificent. What's up, dog? Woof! There's so much treasure buried here that you could dig almost anywhere and find something. So why doesn't anybody here dig? Doggy spotted! Dog! I don't know if you were here when we were doing the trading quest, Ace Fawn, but there was a dog that we encountered who was thirsty because they were in a place that only had salty water. So we got them some milk and we gave them some milk and they were very happy. And they gave us a tiny turtle in response. So, dog, you told me to dig and I'm trying to dig, but you keep moving in the way, bud. Yes, the milk. You know what? Let's set this to scoop. Scoop. Dog, I think you might have lied to me. Dog, I think you might have lied to me. There sure doesn't seem to be anything here. But it's okay. You know why? Because dog. Woof! Woof! Alright, anyways. This place is remarkable. Truly remarkable. Who goes there? I've not seen you in Lemuria before. Wait a moment. You must be the travelers who arrived with Iced. Is your name Shen, perchance? Iced? You mean Iced, the lost one? Yes, the milk, which you held in your hands. I did hold it in my hands, because that bottle totally wasn't there. Have I earned a title in my absence? Well, worry not. Ice is lost no more. I seek counsel with King Hydros. Has His Highness been told of my return? Word was sent, but I do not know if it has reached the king. What do you mean? Lord Conservato is meeting with His Highness as we speak. Ugh. Not Conservato. Not Conservato, chat. What's wrong, Iced? You don't look pleased to hear that name. Kraden, what do you think of what you have seen of Lemuria? It is a magnificent city. Or do you mean the castle? Both are magnificent. And do you, Shen? Do you agree? I'm not gonna lie. I actually, the first time I got here, I was like, wow, this is it. So, not Conservato. But yeah, literally the first time that I got to Lemuria, I was like, wow, this is really it. This is what we've been waiting for this whole time. So I'm just going to respond no, because that was my intention, or that was my original reaction when I got here. So. Ah, yes, you marvel not at its present condition, but at the greater splendor of its past. In ages past, Lemuria was a far lovelier, more grand, and more lively city. His Highness the King tells of days gone by of a more brilliant Lemuria long before my birth. Over the countless years, our people have lost vigor, enthusiasm, creativity. Lemuria has fallen into slow collapse, the city that has lost its spark. Lemuria as you see it is only a shadow of the city of legend. If only I had the chance to see the city in all its splendor. But how does Conservato figure in? King Hydros believes that our decay is related in some way to alchemy. Alchemy? King Hydros wants to find a way to stop the ruin of Lemuria. If there were anything we could do to help stop it, we would. But the senators are unwilling to take action. They're stubborn and they fear any change. Senate? What is a Senate? Oh god, Graydon. Blissful ignorance. The Senate is the group of elders who determine policy in Lemuria. Lord Conservato holds the highest office in the Senate. The Senate usually opposes any new ideas or proposals introduced before it. Word of our arrival will never reach the king as long as Conservato has his ear. Oh, to not know what a Senate is. What an existence that would be. I know, right? And his conversations with the king are incredibly long. We have no choice but to wait patiently here. Why don't we spend our time looking around Lemuria until then? Alright. So, we've got Dog. Hi, Dog. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push you. Woof! Woof! Excuse me. We've got these people who we haven't talked to yet. Life never changes here in Lemuria. It can get rather dull, you'll find. Sometimes I think the buildings fall apart faster than we age. That can't be good. I ought to feel surprised to see outsiders here, but I can't remember how to be surprised. Long ago, a man named Lumpa drifted into our island. That was quite a surprise. Someone else came with him, but he fled so quickly. What was his name again? Bobby! He's dead now. And god dang am I glad that he's dead, because screw that guy. Oh, wait, we don't want to be in here yet. Sorry. We'll go back there in a moment. Kids! Hello. It has been many, many years since a new child was born in Lemuria. Lemurians love children, but they only remain children for such a short time. Everyone spoils me so much, I don't ever want to grow up. But in another 20 or 30 years, I'll be an adult. Oh well, at least it's some kind of change. Yeah, 20 to 30 years, you'll be an adult. Jesus. We're the only children in Lemuria. I often wish there were other children to play with. Are there other children in the lands beyond the Sea of Time? Are there other people? And there. Got you back to your original spinny sides. What's this say? Oh, this way? House of the Senate. Oh boy. We could go in here and hang out with all the old farts. Are you the warriors from beyond the Sea of Time who returned with ice? Yep. What can you uncivilized louts hope to bring to Lemuria? Okay, I already hate it here. Tell me what you really feel like. Is that some form of synergy? No. No? Curious, but it does not matter. Lemurians are masters of synergy. It isn't of no import. How about from this side? What does Hydros think will happen if he sets alchemy loose on the world again? So wait, will you only react if I do it from the front? Nope. Okay. Come what may, I cannot approve of anyone setting alchemy loose on the world. All of the members of the Senate must remain opposed to breaking the seal. As long as we remain united, King Hydros cannot take any action to complete his plan. Well, I sure am the villain for you guys, huh? Anyways. Long ago, the power of alchemy was abused in ways that might bring about the end of the world. Because it was sealed away, the king claims the world has begun to wither and decay. Ever since alchemy was sealed, time itself has seemed frozen. In my mind's eye, I do not see anyone who will go along with the king's plan. So we're actually learning some stuff that we're about to kind of get a big info dump on, so... And now, rumors abound of a group of fools who are actually attempting to restore alchemy. That would be us. It is only because alchemy was sealed away that the world has enjoyed this lasting peace. If alchemy were loosed upon the world, people would fight again to control the Stone of Sages. Alchemy must remain sealed away, if for no other reason than to avoid this strife. Or this strife. I thought there was an L at the end of that, and I was very confused for a moment. Has Lemuria fallen into decay, I ask you? Nay! Only by casting aside alchemy has the world been saved from itself. Certainly Lemuria has lost some of the splendor that once filled its streets, but to think that alchemy could restore this is madness itself. Okay. So, lots of really old farts that are stuck in their ways. I'm not even going to bother going... Well, you know what? I am. There's only one more guy, I guess. Do you seek to know more about the droughts that provided us with such longevity? Sure. Once the Lemurians battled special droughts to leave here and travel through Wayard. A man named Bobby stole the remainder of our precious droughts and fled Lemuria. Even though we no longer prepare the drought, the water of our spring sustains us. So, we learned quite a bit that the old people are not going to be particularly pleased with what we are doing, so we're probably not going to be welcome here, which is great. How old am I again? I quit counting after I turned 200, and that was long ago. Yeesh. King Hydros is far older than even I am. How old is he? Jeebus. Jeebus. Hey. Now that Ice has returned, maybe he'll share his tales of the outside world with me. Probably not, though. The Senate passed the law that prohibits us from leaving, but Ice was carried out to sea by tidal wave. He can't be blamed for that. I have never been outside of Lemuria. I don't know what the rest of the world is like. If there weren't laws prohibiting us from leaving, I would be gone in an instant. Who knows what wonders lie across the Sea of Time? I'd love to know, but you can't stand places with little culture and no advanced civilization. Oof! We're getting dunked on, everybody. Excuse me, excuse me. Chicken! Puck, 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 puck. If it weren't for the people in the castle, the Lemurians would probably let themselves starve. Oop, I don't know, I'm reading a mind again. Sorry, chicken. And we've got this rope here that currently serves no purpose because the doors on this building are not wanting to open. But we've also got a plant. We don't have growth yet, so we'll do that. I mean, I just leave. What are they going to do? leave to arrest me? I mean, that's a very good point. It's like, oh no, it's illegal to leave. I mean, basically what's going to happen is that the people aren't going to be able to come back home. Cow! And, I have this feeling that they would like to be able to return to their homeland. So... Cow! The Lemurians are so lazy that they make me look like a dynamo, and they live so long. Moo. Cow! Cow. Is there anything down here? Alright, well. Cyclone. Boom, baby! Blow around some of your leaves, maybe give you guys some allergies or something, I don't know. I'm sorry for this cow. Nothing there. How about down over here? Haha! Seymour! Raid from Pinky Dragon, oh my goodness! Pinky Dragon raid! Hi Pinky Dragon, how are you doing? I don't know if I can do a shout out. I don't think I've set up commands or anything. Yeah, thank you for trying, Lou. I don't think it's a thing that I can do. Pinky Dragon! Hi Pinky Dragon! Hi Pink Megabits, hi everybody! Ice Demons! What's up everyone? What were you playing, Pinky Dragon? How's everyone doing? There we go. I don't know how that was done, but it looks like it kind of worked. You just have to do the right one. Oh, okay. Hi everybody! Go follow Pinky Dragon if you haven't already. They're very wonderful. As is Pink Megabits and everybody else. Thank you all for coming in. We have made it to Lemuria. We're talking to all the old people and learning that the Senate is very opposed to what we are doing. And we haven't even gone to talk to the king yet, so aren't they going to be very upset when they find out what's going on? You'll explain it later. Thank you. Let's see. Howdy. We were doing the 100 baby challenge in Sims 4. Oh my goodness. So like, you have to just keep having babies until you get to 100 babies, or what is that? I'll have to go back and check out the VOD, see if you've got an explanation in there, and like see how it's going and stuff. I'm hanging out with animals because the animals here are much cooler than the people. Senate bad, Lemuria boring. Oh, there's a doggy. Yes, there's a doggy. We'll go talk to the dog. That's too many babies. That is too many babies. Here is the dog. Dog! Woof! Woof! Yep, have 100 babies, no official job, no marriage, no nanny. Just 100 babies. Jesus. If they grow up, do you have to subtract one from your counter? Like, do you have to have 100 current babies? I'm definitely not saving to see if I can get the center thing here. Boom, boom. Get in the center. Get in the center. Yeah! And what do I get? I'll take it. The Erebus armor is not that bad. We'll be coming back and doing that a couple times. Oh. Alrighty. But yeah, welcome everybody. We've made it into Lemuria. We just started not too long ago. I want to say like maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. We've talked to a couple different people. We have learned that despite the fact that Kraden looks like he's like in his 60s, maybe his 70s, even the young looking people here are older than him, plus everybody else in our party's age, except for Iced, who is from here. So, main character, Shen, is 18, Pinky is 17, I'm pretty sure Lou is also 17. And I think it even like mentions that like in the manual. Let me see here. Sorry that you guys don't get to see this. We discovered that not too long ago, and I still think it's dumb. Let's see. Yep, I am 18 years old. Pinky is 17 years old. And it shows Lou is 14 years old. And then Iced is age unknown, because screw you, we don't get to know how old you are. But we've kind of explored around everywhere, including in here, I think. Yep, including in there. And the olding building that we haven't, like, really explored in is this one, because it progresses the story. And there sure seem to be a lot of bottles on the floor, and like, you know, what is going on in this place? This can't be good. So we come up to this guy, we read his mind. Except we don't, because I forgot that I took a mind read off of the button, so we're going to put it back on. There we go. Read his mind. I was... what is the word? Surprised when I heard Iced had returned. I hope that I get to see him soon. Well, guess what, buddy? Are you the travelers that came here with Iced? Yep. He's right there! You get to see him now. I'm sorry it has taken me so long to visit Uncle. Iced, you're just in time to see your uncle and like all this other stuff. But you're also in time for some news. Iced, you're alive! Yes, I've managed to survive against a great many trials. What a fascinating coincidence. We've stumbled across Iced's uncle's house. Iced's uncle's house. I must thank you all for looking after my nephew. It's no trouble. He looks after us, mostly. This is Shen and Creighton. They are my friends and have aided me tremendously. If my sister could only hear how timid young Iced has become a mighty warrior. Where is my mother? We've been so busy since we arrived that I haven't had a chance to see her. Now that I think about it, this place is a mess. What happened? Mother is always so neat. No, she hasn't fallen ill again, has she? There is still illness in Lemuria? My mother was born with a weak heart. Iced, I'm sorry, your return comes too late. After the tidal wave washed you to sea, your mother suddenly fell ill. The shock of losing you was too great for her poor heart. She held out hope for your safe return until the very end. Perhaps your mother gave herself up to ensure your survival. Does that not sound like your mother? Where is she now? She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstones. You will find her. What should we do, Shen? Should we follow Iced? Absolutely not. Give the poor boy some space. You're right. Iced probably needs some time alone right now. I'm so relieved that Iced has returned to me alive. He is the last of my relatives. Without him, I would be alone. Poor Iced, being born Lemuria and gifted with long life, only to lose his father in his youth and his mother now. He faces many long years of loneliness. That's so depressing! Wait! I ask that you leave Iced to his mourning for now. Of course! Now he is struggling with the loss of his mother. He needs time. You came to Lemuria to learn more of alchemy, did you not? I suspected as much. Iced was right to bring you here. Iced told me his secret, the mission he was given by His Highness the King. Mission? What? We haven't heard about this. Even had the tidal wave not carried Iced off, he would have left us. Such was his fate. You look confused. Iced told you about this, did he not? No, he didn't. Curious. I can't understand why he would do that. Yeah, Iced. You were given a mission by your king? Oh, whoops, don't mind me. That's so cool. If Lord Conservato had not led the Senate to oppose him, he would have left sooner. I wonder what news Iced has brought with him. Either way, I do know why he has brought you here. Shen, don't tell me that he hasn't at least told you that much. He hasn't! Got a kiss from Lou. Did Iced tell you nothing before bringing you here to Lemuria? He really hasn't. Unfortunately, I know little more than that. While Iced confronts his sorrow over the loss of his mother, you have some time. I shall write you a letter, so that you can see Lunpa. Lunpa? We know about him from the previous game. Lunpa has locked himself in his tower and rarely comes out, but if I send him this, he will see you. Bird! All I need is a bird to carry it to him in his tower. Bye, bird! Meow. There. You should be able to see him now. Go to Lumpa's tower. He will see you. Lumpa has given the king tremendous aid on this matter. He will have much to tell them. All right, to Lumpa! And the only other place that I hadn't really been able to explore yet was this place. But are you kids Ice Traveling's companions? The door is broken, I'm afraid. But I opened up a window just above the door. Sorry about this, but you'll have to climb through there. So, keeping in mind once again that Iced is out of our party, if we had the last gem on him right now, we would literally be locked out of being able to progress. We could not move forward. Because I'm pretty sure... You know what? No, I'm 100% positive because I remember accidentally doing this my first time that I got here. Because I was trying to balance out the gems and I was like, okay, well, like, you know, let's go ahead and give one to Iced. And I gave him the last gem, not thinking ahead. And then, yeah, I had to, like, reset my save because I went over to the cemetery to see if I could get him into my party. And the game literally tells you, like, hey, we should leave him alone. Let's not go any closer. So, and even if you could talk to him, like, you can't get him back into your party until later, so. But there we go. Up this way? No, because this leads out here. He's not out here anymore. Yeah. Down we go. And then I think into here. There we go. Lunpa! So, really quick for anybody that missed the first game or hasn't watched it yet, there was a town that one of our characters' father figures went to. Thumb, his father figure, went there. And it was the city of Lumpa, which Lumpa was a honest thief and a very good person. And his son, Donpa, continued on that legacy, continued to be a honorable thief and very, like, charming, nice, good person. But then Lunpa's grandson, Dodonpa, turned out to be an evil thief. So the city of Lunpa was kind of named after this guy and turned into kind of a bit of a fortress that sucks. And, like, you have to sneak your way in, you have to, like, you know, pretend that, like, everything's hunky-dory and, like, use a synergy to hide in the darkness and stuff. But now we get to meet the guy that it's named after, and, like, he sure seems really young because, like, his son was, like, super-duper old, like, probably in his 70s or 80s. So anyways, honestly, I'm amazed that anyone can travel so far across the world in this age. Say, Iced isn't with you. Why not? His mother passed away. He's gone to visit her grave. Of course, his mother. He loved it dearly. A terrible loss. It must be hard on him. Well, Iced may not be here, but we still have much to discuss. If Iced brought you, you must be working to break the seal on alchemy, right? Yep. Ah, Iced has done quite well in finding you. What mission could the good King Hydros have assigned to Iced? What? Iced has told you nothing of his mission? No, I'm going to stop doing a voice for him because it's already starting to hurt my throat. Really? So you actually have nothing at all to do with alchemy? Well, that's not entirely true. Our parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. That's news. We didn't know that. We didn't know that your parents were alive. We are only firing the lighthouse beacons to gain their freedom. King Hydros told me that the Venus and Mercury have all... King Hydros told me that Venus and Mercury have been ignited once again. Was that your doing? Mm-hmm. I'm afraid I know nothing of any Northern Fire Clan. But that doesn't explain you, sir. You're clearly not related to these two. What are your goals? Crane joined us on this quest on behalf of Lord Bobby of Tolby. Bobby? I only know of one man named Bobby, but it couldn't. Master Lumpa, the Bobby we speak of is the same man you knew long ago. Ah, so he's still out there, living in the outside world. Well, that might not be the most accurate way of putting it. Most accurate? You certainly have an odd way of turning a phrase. He was living, yes, until recently, that is. So, Bobby passed away, but only recently, you say? When he finally ran out of his mystic draughts, his spirit began to wane. Then, I no longer know anyone in the world outside. That's not true. But aren't you Lumpa, the righteous thief? I was called that once, long ago. Why do you ask? I'll bet there's at least one person in the outside world whom you still know. Who would that be? There's a town called Lumpa in the northern Angara. A man named Dompa lives there. I settled that village in Donpa. He is my son! Now your grandson, Dodonpa, rules over your village. Rules? Rules is an ill-sounding word. But it's an accurate one, Lumpa. Dodonpa is an evil thief who has caused much trouble in Angara. I kind of forgot that we go back through this. I'm sorry, everybody. What has become of my son? How could he permit such a thing to happen? Master Lumpa, don't you have any idea how old Dompa is? Yes, as I am, an old man. He may be older even than I. If this news outrages you, why don't you go and set Dodonpa straight? That would be so cool. If only I could. Is this the only reason we're here? To bring news of the outside world? No. Yes, yes. I'm sorry we were sidetracked. We have much more to discuss. Before we begin, there is one thing I must say. You don't mind, do you, Shen? Absolutely not. Go for it. I knew you'd agree. I have discussed this with none but Shen, but I have my own reasons for this quest. What do you mean? Only that I have my own reasons for wanting to see the beacons lit again. Why are you telling us all of this now? Because I feel this quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. I thought it odd that Lord Bobby should order me to research alchemy. Hey, wait a minute. Is this what you promised to tell us once we reached Lemuria? Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. May I continue? Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations as advanced and cultivated as Lemuria. At the moment that alchemy was sealed away, most of the civilizations began to wane, until eventually they vanished. I have formed certain theories now suggesting that this may be related to the seal on alchemy. Let me get this straight. You felt you couldn't tell us this until we were in Lemuria? And you only wanted to come to Lemuria to test your theories and see if they were true. But even if everything you said is true, what does it all mean? If your theories are correct, the world itself will wane and vanish, won't it, Kraden? Ice never spoke of this to you, did he? If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. We would do well to trust you. What do you mean? King Hydros and I, as well as others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Kraden. You do? Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization. But where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone. You have encountered many cultures in your travels. Are any of them capable of building the great sanctums and lighthouses you have seen? No. No, they are not. But this is not the only sign of the decay But this is not the only sign of the decay you have theorized. I think it best that you hear the rest directly from His Majesty King Hydros. Yes, Creighton, we shall go to visit the king. Ah, but King Hydros is in council with Lord Conservato. We might not be allowed in. Conservato? That fool! He refuses to acknowledge what he can see with his own eyes! I will meet with the king and press our evidence upon Conservato. Come with me! Gah, stupid door. Ah! Pah! At last you are open. To the king's chambers. I love it how I said I wasn't going to do a voice, and I'm still doing a voice for him. Lump ought to be as old as Lord Bobby was, but he has so much energy. He's got a fire in him. Or he's got a fire in him. I do wish I could have heard more about Lord Bobby, though. But come, Shen. To the king's palace we go. Yay! Alright. And now we can run our way over and we can come on in to the palace! What's up? King Hydros awaits you. You are free to enter. His Highness the King has instructed that we let you pass. You are welcome here. What does His Highness have in mind? Iced, his friends, and Lunpa are all here. They are clearly using synergy, which makes them adepts. But are they so important that His Highness must make time for them right away? Alright. Are you guys ready to intrude on some people's thoughts? Because I sure am. And we're going to get in trouble for it almost immediately. Hey you. If you seek the counsel of His Highness, the King, follow this passage to the doors at the end. Oh dear, using synergy in the palace of the good King Hydros? What ill-mannered buffoons! Ha ha! His Highness never leaves a meeting with Conservato in a good mood. Good luck. His Highness the King is most temperamental, which is a rare trait in Lemurians. Lord Conservato is calm and collected like a true Lemurian. Hell yeah, be nosy. Absolutely be nosy. I'm gonna read all these peeps' minds. Hey you. King Hydros is the wisest of all the Lemurian kings, but I understand why Conservato and his Senate oppose the king's plans. His Highness is worried that Lemuria will wither away. What a ridiculous notion. Well, we're gonna go see if it is ridiculous or not. Because admittedly, like, you know, we just got here, so... Hey! We just got here, so what do we know of whether or not Lemuria really is withering away? But, like, I would have thought, like, cool, ancient advanced civilization, we get to go visit it, that's going to be super cool. I figured there was going to be, like, magic and, like, floating stuff everywhere, and, like, it was going to look super cool. And it's like, yep, this sure is just kind of like ancient Rome. Theft! They can't prove it. Conservato and the King are... Yeah, the Conservato and the King were yelling so loudly that I could hear them from out here. Lord Conservato only raises his voice when he speaks with the King. Their debates frighten me. I can't stand the yelling. I can't stand yelling either. Hey, what's up? He is still in chambers with Lord Conservato. Why is he granting them entrance? Lord Conservato holds the most power in Lemuria after the King. I don't think he'll take kindly to the advice of other outworlders like these. Cool, thanks. What's down here? Outside! What's up? The Senate holds King Hydros in poor regard because he favors Lumpa's wisdom over their own. I trust the King. If His Majesty is wrong, the fault lies with Lumpa, not with him. Oof. Blame shifting. But still. Alright. Anything in this pot? Oh, can I not search them? I cannot search them. You are Lord Shen, correct? What if I say no? And you have no business here. His Majesty is involved in a most important meeting right now. Okay. You are Lord Shen, correct? You have very short-term memory. Yes. It would seem the warriors of which you spoke have arrived. So it would, Your Highness. I shall call them to us immediately. There is no need, Lumpa. Let us go to them. Hydros, would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I do not go to present myself to them, Conservato. I am merely going to where they are. I have something that I wish to show everyone. Regardless of your reasons, sire, I will not go to them. Do as you will, Conservato. However, we shall go. I heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lemuria. Welcome. Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Lou, Pinky, Shen, and Kraden. Kraden is the one who told me of the outside world civilizations, of their condition. Ah, Kraden, Lumpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. Thank you, Your Highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on a path to destruction. And who has decided this? You, Hydros? Some civilizations have vanished, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. The Lemuria remains unchanged. Don't delude yourself. Lemuria has been in slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sensed Iced to confirm this for me. So you admit it, Hydros. You violated the directive of the Senate. You used the tidal wave as your chance to send Iced away despite our commands. You were incorrect. The tidal wave carried him away, carried me away by chance alone. Conservator, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to see if he knew that this would have happened. What was it that you intended to have Iced confirm? Ta-da! This map shows the ancient world when Lemuria is still traded with people on the many continents. It was a great age, a time when the world shined brightly, as noted by the fact that it's literally gold. And... And this is the map Lumpa had with him when he arrived in Lemuria 150 years ago. Is it just me, or do the edges seem a little bit smaller? I use this map to sail around the world, and it's quite accurate. Incredible! You understand, Kraden. What do you understand? Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age. That's insane! It is not insane, it is true! Perhaps this will make the point more clearly. Look at these two maps side by side. I apologize to everyone in advance. I completely understand if you decide to mute, because there's going to be a sound of like whom, 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 whum for like the next probably like 2 minutes. And once again, sorry in advance. There's no mistaking it. The continents on Lumpa's map are clearly smaller. Lies! Nothing but lies! What do you hope to gain from foisting these lies upon our people? You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservato. And who do you expect will believe such nonsense? Okay, not nearly as long as I thought. If you do not believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? Do you believe the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day? Tell me, Iced, you were able to investigate this matter, were you not? Thanks to Shen and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. And what did you find? I found in truth that Lunpa's map is the more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now than it appears on Lunpa's map. What are you saying? Time itself has stopped. Think of Weird as a living, breathing being possessing its own life force. The four elements are the nourishment needed to sustain this being. Kraden, this is exactly what King Hydros himself has sent to me. Ever since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment. It has gone into a state akin to hibernation. By using less energy, Weird prolongs its life. Yet when hibernating, the being has only stopped its own clock, not the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish its weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Weird is wasting away, its continent shrinking, because its spring has never come. Hydros, how can you make such outrageous claims? The world is not alive. Tell me, Conservato, why do you think Poseidon has returned? Do you have the answer, Hydros? The elemental lighthouses. Shen and his companions have lit the beacons on both Mercury and Venus Lighthouse. What? Have you any idea what will happen? Do you have any idea what will happen if you... Have you any idea what will happen if you set that evil loose upon the world again? Yep. You know that it could bring about the destruction of the world, and yet you do it anyway! I mean, we're the bad guys. Or are we? My lord, you cannot possibly intend for these people to light the remaining beacons. I do indeed, Conservato, and I also fear the possibility that alchemy will destroy the world. But I cannot stand by knowing that as I do that, the world will wither and die if we do not act. This is madness, Hydros. Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in even greater danger to satisfy your theories? With only 2 of the beacons lit, I assume you intend to send Iced out again? And I will go, Lord Conservato. Shen has need of my power. Then go, Iced, but if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return. I mean, good luck with that. You will be banished from Lemuria forever. Uh-huh. You know our laws. Are you prepared for the outcome? I myself am disgusted by the whole matter. I take my leave of you, Hydros. Bye, old crotchety man. But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through with this madness. I love that card so much. I love that card so much. What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. But I could not sit silent while our world drifted down the path of its destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return. That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea. I have already heard of this problem from Iced. Ta-da! This is something I found by accident in some ruins back in my days as a thief. I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to contain some powerful synergy. Seems to? You are not certain? It is a synergy that we Lemurians are unable to use. I understand that you travel with many different kinds of adepts, do you not, Shen? If we include Iced in our numbers, we have 1 adept for each of the 4 elements. Then at least one of you should be able to use the synergy that this contains. King Hydros believes the item can only be used by one who wields Synergy of the Earth. That would be me! If I am not mistaken, it is a powerful synergy we call Grind. If you master this synergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no trouble anymore. With grind, you should be able to create a path a path by which you can sail into the Western Sea. Go, brave adepts. By your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. That synergy is quite powerful, can only be trusted to a very few people. That His Highness has given it to you should illustrate how great his expectations are. I have no doubt that your journey will be fraught with ever-increasing danger, but we are counting on you, Shen. Are we the good guys? I was really jazzed about being the bad guys, but are we the good guys? Can we be the bad guys instead? Well, whatever, I'm gonna steal this. Shen checked the chest. Shen gave the grindstone to Iced. Cosmichimal reminds me of Chrono Trigger. I haven't played Chrono Trigger, unfortunately. I still need to, and I do have it, and I plan on playing it on stream at some point in time, so that'll be fun. I'll have to have a banner along the bottom that says first time playthrough, no spoilers please, and stuff like that, but yeah! Welcome, Cosmichimal, or Chimal, I don't know how to say your name, and I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. You must sail to the Western Sea. Do not worry about Lemuria. Ignite the elemental beacons. Conservator lacks the conviction to discuss these matters with the people of Lemuria. His Majesty has come to this decision on his own, without the counsel of his advisors. This is why I must remain by his side and support his decision. Do not listen to Conservato. We cannot let the world wither and die. Go, brave adepts. By your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. What's upstairs? Anything for me to steal? Shen searched the bookcase. There's a book called Diary of Hydros. Ooh. Iced is most definitely still alive. I pray for his safe return. It's so boring. Come on. Boo. There's nothing out here to steal. Yeah, I can't interact with the statues. Oh well. Anyways. Actually, I think I remember one really funny interaction with something downstairs, so we'll go down there and we'll do that. So, anyways, it turns out that the world is shrinking, and it is slowly but surely, withering away, and if we don't light the lighthouses, the world is going to basically vanish and die. So, we're maybe actually doing a good thing, despite the fact that alchemy can also destroy the world, so... But interesting. Hey you. I think I overheard something I shouldn't have. I'll forget everything. The actions of King Hydros are treasonous. They betray the will of his people. Dude, I respected you because you shook your head at Conservato, but oof. Boo. Anyways. Lord Conservato seems very angry. Maybe that's why he called for a Senate meeting. The Senate's reports usually tend to influence the popular opinion in Lemuria. I'll bet that is a constant annoyance to the king. Oh, right. In here, I think there's a... Yes! So, this closet, if I remember correctly, has a very funny text box. So, we're gonna save. And we're gonna check it, because it could be dangerous. Shen peeked into the wardrobe. Warden! What's with all these bathrobes? Where are the baths? Anyways. I love the Warden! There aren't any baths. There's no baths in this place. So why are there so many bathrobes? Alright. So, we've been given permission from the King of Lemuria to keep doing our evil quest. So, bathless bathrobes. How sinister. Incredibly sinister. I am going to save here because we are going to go into this and we are going to try and get a couple items, and if I don't get the ones I want, I am resetting. No apologies. Boop. And... oh, just in time. Okay. We want to get a shield, a sword, and then I want to land in the yellow ring. Good, good. That's what I wanted. we're gonna walk out of this really quick. Save our quest. Right there. And actually, I think there's a crown that we want to get here too. Toss. Okay. Alright. Give us a sword. Give us a sword. Hey, perfect. And that goes to iced, specifically. And actually, I just realized, how is my inventory looking? Oof. Can I consolidate any things? Oh, actually, I can use some of the items that I've got. Yeah. And actually, yeah, I can consolidate some potions and stuff, so... Potion, give that to you. Let's see here. That potion... Nope. Okay. Why do we have the turtle boots in our inventory still? What is wrong with me? And I got a rusty staff that I haven't changed into a thing yet. Oh god! What am I doing, chat? Horrible. Oh, and we got 2 power breads. Power bread. Give that to Lou. Alright. There. We've cleared up 2 more inventory spaces, but before anything, let's save again. Save right here. Actually, give me a sec. I am going to check really fast. Lemuria. Lucky Spring. Because I think one of the things that I want to get is from here, but if it's not, I don't want to spend forever trying to get it, only to, like, find out that I'm wasting everyone's time. Because that would make me feel really bad. Okay, Lemuria Spring. We already got the armor, we already got the Hestia Blade. Yep. The Crown of Glory. We do get that from this. And that's the second purple ring. It's gonna be tough to do. Alright. We'll save there. And we also want to get the Mighty Axe. Oh, well, let's leave and let's try that again. 1, 2, go. Oh. Well. I think I'm going to get something that I already have and I don't want it. Yeah, I'm guaranteed to get something I already have and I don't want it. No, thank you. Definitely not because there's going to be some cheating. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Alright. God dang. I'm just too good for my own good. I'm trying to have the coin hit one of the creatures at this point, but specifically only one of them, because I think that'll make it so that it goes into either the second ring or the third ring, depending on which one I hit. Boom. Perfect! Alright, give me an axe. I do not want that. Sorry, everybody. Now you get to see all of the fun RNG behind all of this stuff. Because usually I'd be like, well, just move on and I'll come back and do this later, but it's like, I kind of need to do this now. Toss it now. Boom, boom. We could still win what we want from that. We did not, though. I am so sorry, everybody. Riveting gameplay, I know. I guess I could hijack my own stream to continue to talk about time zones, because I did think of one downside to abolishing time zones. And that is that, and that's just going to land in the center. That's if if we do abolish time zones and we just say, oh, there is one time, and that's what it is, people who do not understand how the world works will then get to argue, oh, the fact that we only have one time is proof that the Earth is flat, because one of the easiest ways to prove that the Earth is not flat is the fact that... God freaking dang, I suck at not getting center. Actually, I've got an idea that'll help with that. Instead of saving out here, let's save right here. There. Toss. Boink, boink. Ooh, I don't know that that's going to get me anything that I want. You're not going to be able to fix that flat earthers as a lost cause. It really is. But, like, if you think about it, if it's a flat earth, then it would be the same sun position and the same time for everyone on the planet. Like, it would have to be. Just because of how, like, a flat earth would work with the sun. So, the fact that that is not the case is already proof that it is not a flat earth. But, if we... God, freaking pain in the butt. This is true, yes. If we... And that is a potion. I do not want those items at all. If we got rid of the time zones, then people that don't understand that that doesn't mean that the sun is the same position for everyone and the government's just admitting it or something, would then be able to argue like, oh, we'll see, like, you know, there's the proof, like, they finally, like, dropped their, like, lie, and, like, we now know that, like, everywhere is the same time, and, like, the sun's in the same position for everyone. That is the worst item you can get from this. No, thank you. You guess that's fair. Yeah, it is. So that's why my brain's like, maybe we shouldn't get rid of time zones then, but, like, there's such a pain in the butt, everybody. I hate time zones. Oh, okay. There we go. Come on. I don't want the Minerva helm! Give me a crown. A crown befitting a king. Or an axe. One of those two things. I'll take either one. Why I hate it? Why do I hate time zones? Because they're terrible. I shouldn't have to try and figure out what time it is for me compared to what time it is for you. It should be able to just be like, what time is it? It's 4. Period. Because a lot of the time... Sorry. We are absolutely getting back into this and I feel bad for everybody that already heard it yesterday on Lou's stream. But, what most people are asking when they ask what time is it where you are is they're asking so that they can get a figure of the sense of where is the sun in the sky. Whoops, that's just a regular coin. I definitely don't want to do that. But where is the sun in the sky for you? Is it rising? Is it currently midday? Is it setting? Is it night? That is essentially what people are asking when they're asking what time is it where you are. Because it helps get a sense of, like, you know, are you about to be going to sleep? Things like that. So, god dang. And, if that's all people are really asking for, we have words for that already. We have, oh, it's currently, like, early morning, or it's mid-morning, or it's late morning, or oh, it's, like, in the afternoon, or it's, like, in the evening. Oh, it's at night. So... having there be time zones where it's like, oh, well, it's, you know, this time for me, and it's this time for you, that muddies what time actually is, because, like, it makes no sense to say that it's 4 o'clock for me, but it's 2 o'clock for you. Because, like, if I do something and it's 4 o'clock for me, you don't have to wait 2 hours for it to suddenly happen for you. But that's what saying that technically kind of means in my brain. And, like, maybe I'm the crazy one, like, maybe that doesn't mean the same thing for everybody, but, like, that's what time is supposed to be for. Is time is supposed to measure the passage of, like, events and things like that. So, saying that there are different time zones and, like, you know, different things are happening at different times makes no sense to me. And, the other reason that people will ask for, like, you know, what time is it where you are, is to try and coordinate time things. But if everyone's at the same time, you don't have to know what time it is for somebody because it's the same time for everyone. Ah, these crabs, I swear to God. I'm getting tilted on this, and I shouldn't be getting tilted on this. I was able to explain it yesterday without getting tilted. I've never thought of it this way. It's because my brain is broken and I'm stupid, but like... and now I'm just hitting both crabs over and over again. Very deep thought, I like it. I don't know if it's deep or if it's just my brain being dumb. But like, another thing that I think is absurd is that depending where you are on the planet, you're either in one day or a different day. Because, oh, the day rolls over from one spot to another. That doesn't make any sense. From an outside perspective, that doesn't make any sense that, like, oh, once you reach a certain point in the planet, it's no longer today, it's tomorrow. And the way that this originally got brought up is that I work in a company that's like an international company, so like there are people all over the world that work in this company. And some of the processes that I do are split up. What the heck is that? Fireman's pole? What? Hold on just a sec. It's because you're explaining it while save scumming to manipulate RNG. I'm not manipulating RNG, that's the problem. This RNG is just 100% RNG. But fireman's pole? What the actual heck is that? What? Used to resist elements. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't want it. Anyways. But, there are processes that I do that are broken up into different departments within the company, and some of the staff from the company that like work on these parts live in different parts of the world. So yesterday I had sent in something to be done by a different department, and they took care of it. Jesus. They took care of it, signed it, and dated it because that's part of the procedure. And then they send it back to me, I sign it and date it, and then I send it back to them, and they post it and sign and date that they have posted it. Well, they sent it back, and yesterday was the 20th for me. They sent it back, signed and dated for the 21st. But then I signed and dated that I had approved it for the 20th. And from an outside perspective, that's absurd. How did I approve it in the past? It was created on the 21st, and it's like, but it was created for me on the 20th. And it's like, oh, so you're like time traveling? It's like, no, I'm approving it on the same day. We're just calling it a different day for an arbitrary and stupid reason. That makes no sense. So, time zones. They dumb. And I hate them. I just narrowly missed that grab. I need to concentrate for a split second so that I can figure out like an appropriate time to actually start throwing these so that I can eventually get away from this place. Easy solution. What's the easy solution? Earth too big, make it smaller. I don't know that that's a good solution though. Because I don't know how we would actually do that. Toss. Ah. I was wondering if like I would hit the other Earth on like the rebound. Earth is too big. It's definitely not. It's definitely not too big. If anything, I wish Earth was bigger so that there could be like more things that we may not have discovered yet. Like maybe dragons are over behind that hill or something. Don't hit the other one. Okay. Okay. All right. No, it's just said wrong if I'm on January 26th. And I got another fireman's pole. That is so bizarre. No, it's just said wrong if I'm on January 26th and it's in another area, it's 25th. It means that one is drawing and another is, or dawning and another is still night. You're just saying it's dumb to date a document you work in multiple time zones without specificity. But it's still... But that's the whole problem, is that I get where you're coming from, Cosmotimal. My brain's broken. And, like, it's the problem, it's to document, not the time zone. But the time zone is what's causing the problem. Because if there weren't different time zones, then we wouldn't be saying anything about... We should abolish gravity. We should abolish gravity. Too much gravity. If we make Earth smaller, less gravity. Maybe. But, if time zones didn't exist, there wouldn't be anything about saying that, like, oh, it's today at this point and it's this time, and it's rolling over from one day to the next. It's like, that still doesn't make any sense. It didn't hit anything. God, freaking pain in the butt. No! I think I might know what it is. I think I might need to start the thing, count to 2, and then chuck it. 1, 2, chuck. Yes, okay. So that's basically what it is. And I do not want that. But, I just think it would make it easier to coordinate everything for everybody if everyone agreed what time it is. Come on! Waited too long. Or I didn't wait long enough, I think. One, 2. Nope. I have another idea. I'm gonna try and go with a visual cue instead. Oh, that was much worse. Life is simply too complicated. We should all become worms. I don't know about that either. I kind of enjoy being able to, like, use opposable thumbs and play video games and talk to people and get hugs. Hit the one crab. And it's in the dead center! That's such a pain in the butt. Shin, would you love me if I was a worm? I don't know. Would you still be you as a worm? Or would you be a worm version of you? Or is that the same thing? I don't know. Probably. I think I would. You'd be really hard to cuddle without crushing, though. Hey! There's a good worm on a string. And I got another Hestia blade. The correct answer is yes. I mean, once again, I think I would love you if you were a worm, but I'd be really afraid of, like, killing you accidentally. Or are we assuming that I am also a worm? Because I don't know if I want to be a worm. God, freaking. No, I'm a human still. Free me from this hell. This is what I should have been practicing on my other save file, is this. Rather than continuing onwards. Bonk, bonk. And it's outside of the rings. Do I get anything for this, or is it all garbage? Yeah, I got that, and I don't want it. You would still love me if I were a worm. You wouldn't be afraid of crushing me to death? Okay, good to know. Do not throw it at that point in time. If the top crab is on the far right, it's not going to hit it. Bonk, bonk, and it's outside the circle. Anything worthwhile? Oh, no, never mind. You would put me in a nice little terrarium. That's fair. I didn't actually think about that. Yeah, I guess I could get you like a nice little terrarium and then you could enjoy that, so. Jesus. Imprisoned for worm crimes. Yeah. I keep getting all the crappy items, guys, help! You wanna know what the worst part is? As soon as we're done with this, we can leave. Skill issue. It really is. You know what? At this point in time, I'm not even gonna bother trying to get all of the things that I wanted. I just want the crown and like maybe an armlet. Because there's a crown that you can get that helps with synergy point recovery that I really want, because it's like a pretty good end game item. And there's an armlet that I can get that will help with raising... I do not need that. That will help with raising Pinky's wind power so that her weapon does even more damage. Which I guess I also don't technically need, because eventually, like, we're not going to be using that, but, like, it would be good to have for something that's coming up, so. This isn't going to hit anything. Oh my god! I feel like there was another weird random topic that I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it was going to be. Suppose that's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine, chat. Okay. I should obviously talk about how much I love you and nothing else. I do love you a lot, Lou. I mean, I know that we've talked about how we met on your stream, but I don't think we've talked about how we met on my stream. Although, now that you reminded me of, like, the other thing where, like, we were at the, like... I don't even remember what it was. The apartment, like, everybody come together and, like, get free food kind of thing. I'd completely forgotten about that, and then when you reminded me of that, it's like, oh my god, I do remember meeting you there before. So I guess we could tell that story, even though I don't really remember too much about it, so, like, you might need to come over and talk. No, I threw too late. No! But, apparently... Yeah, but that was kind of less interesting. Okay, fine. We'll talk about the original one. Or the other one. Hit it? No. So, both Lou and I used to live in Flagstaff. And, to be able to afford and live in Flagstaff, you have to live with lots of other people, usually. So, I had, some roommates who were friends. God, freaking pain in the butt, really? Who were friends with Lou and knew her, and they were like coworkers of mine and friends of mine too. And I think one of them even like used to work with Lou. But nope. Kill me. I'm going to pause for a little bit when we get back into this game. I'm just going to let myself think, breathe, and talk. Yeah, she did. Okay, good. But, we'll just sit here like this for a while. But, basically, one night when, we were all hanging out and stuff, or not one night when we were all hanging out, they invited Lou over for a, like, little movie and dinner night kind of thing at our place. And, like, my room is right next to the front door, but also, like, has the door where we lead out into the living room. And the couch is, like, right there and stuff like that. So we're all hanging out first and, like, you know, chatting and stuff, and we've got the Mummy on. And after I'm done eating, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in my room and I'm gonna, like, play on my computer, but I'm gonna leave my door open so I can, like, still listen and, like, maybe participate in the conversation, like, if something comes up that I want to talk about. And as I'm sitting there, I'm, like, listening to Lou and my friend talk. Or I guess our friend talk. Sorry, Lou. Just my friend, not your friend. But listening to them talk. And, like, Lou's talking about, like, oh, like, you know, if had a boyfriend, stuff like this, and, like, all this stuff. And I'm just kind of like, okay, like, you know, good to know. I guess she is single. She is kind of cute, but, like, we'll see. But then she brings up Pokemon. And how she hasn't been able to play the current Pokemon game. And how she has loved Pokemon and has been playing Pokemon, like, since she was a kid and stuff like that, and she's kind of bummed that she hasn't been able to play the current ones. And the current ones are one of my favorites. It's Sun and Moon, were the current generation Pokemon games that had come out. And I love Kukui, I love Sun and Moon, I love How, like, so fantastic, such wonderful games. And the fact that you get to fight Kukui at the end, and he's, like, your final test thing, sorry, spoilers, was, like, so fucking awesome and, like, badass, and I love the crap out of it, and it's freaking Minerva Helm again. And, Sun, Moon, top tier Pokemon games, they really are, they're so good! And, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, I think Sun and Moon were the Pokemon games that introduced Ride Pokemon, right? Lou? Lou, are you listening? She is, but I think she's behind. She's nodding. So, yeah. Sun and Moon. Huh?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that they were. And, like, what a freaking brilliant idea to have Ride Pokemon, because now we can have all of the HM Pokemon not take up party slots in your Pokemon. And, like, oh my god, such a humongous relief to no longer have to have HM slaves in your freaking team. And, like, hey, it's the worst item. But, you could finally, like, you know, get around and, like, have all the HMs with you without having to have an HM slave. Or two. And, like, it was so good, and, like, Kukui was so much fun. And just the general, like, story where it's like, oh, you've got Team Skull was in it too? Oh my god. We got the crown! We got the crown! Oh my god. We got the crown! Okay. We're good. Let's see. That sounds right. Mew is finally free. Yes, Mew is finally free. Because before Sun Moon, it was X and Y, and I believe that didn't have Ride Pokemon. Yeah, X and Y did not have Ride Pokemon. That's right. Oh god, now my brain's like, do I want to get the freaking armband? No. Screw it. I don't care. We're already going to be doing some cheaty stuff in a moment so that we don't have to, like, stay here to try and get 4 of those crowns. Because, like, here's the thing. Let's take a look at this crown now that we finally freaking got it. That's a lot of extra defense for Pinky, isn't it? And it says that it restores PP over time. Let's check the details. We restore 8 synergy points per turn with this crown. That's amazing. And defense 40, that's pretty freaking top tier. Now, let's see who can equip this. If we try to give it, everyone's nodding their head, everyone can equip it. Everyone can have the crown. So, I want to have a crown for everybody. But I don't want to have to wait for that. Well, the next main story place that we are going, there is a thing that we can do where you can duplicate items that you have in your inventory, so we are doing the crap out of that glitch. And, I'm not going to apologize, because screw it. But, yeah. As long as we have one of those crowns before we go there, we can get an infinite amount of them if we felt like it. We will have to buy the rest of them, but I do not care. Cheater, I don't care. Do you really want me to be there for another, like, hour and a half? Getting, like, 3 more crowns? I say hour and a half, it would be longer than that. You know it would be longer. But, anyways, where is the grind gem? There is the grind gem. Give to me. I have the turtle boots. Yes, I will equip that. Huzzah. And now I have... grind. Huzzah. You don't care. I don't care either. I can still finish telling the story, which I'm going to do before we get on here. But anyways, I had also just recently, before Sun and Moon came out, like right after X and Y came out, I went insane and I decided that I wanted to have a living dex. So I went out and I got every single Pokemon that I could in all of the games that I had already, and I made a living dex. So when Sun and Moon was announced, it's like, okay, in order to continue to have my living dex, I need to be able to get all of the Pokemon. But I don't currently have anybody that I can reliably play the games with who can trade me the Pokemon that I don't have, because I have a sad, miserable existence. But I do have 2 3DSs of my own, and I have enough money that I can... Yeah, unhinged behavior. I think I would die if I tried to make a living dex. It's not worth it, Ace Fawn. Don't do it. It ruins everything for you. And it is truly unhinged behavior. It's the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life, because I have to keep doing it now. But, and anytime that I miss a Pokemon, it's just like, crap! And Lou actually saved me on one of those in the past, because a streamer friend that she watched, and, like, watched enough that they kind of, like, started to be, like, really chummy and, like, made her a moderator, had, like, a whole bunch of an extra Pokemon that I missed the event for. And he was like, you can have one, and, like, gave it to Lou, and she gave it to me. So, like, the living dex continues because of that. And, like, if it weren't for that, I would have been screwed. I made 1 living dex for Sinnoh, and it was hell. Yeah. So imagine doing it for all of the Pokemon. It's the worst thing ever. Anyways, getting off topic. Had a living dex, and because of my sad, miserable, single existence, was like, well, since I don't have anybody that I can play the games with in order to get all the Pokemon, I'll buy both versions, and I'll play Sun first because it seems like the more fun one for me, and then I'll play Moon after. Well, I had finished playing Sun, and I hadn't started playing Moon yet, and I overhear that, you know, Lou, you know, is currently single, she's pretty cute, and she loves the crap out of Pokemon but doesn't have enough money to get the current Pokemon game, and she's kind of bummed out. Well, I have an extra copy that you can have and, like, play and borrow and, like, play with me if you want. And that was the start of a beautiful friendship and a beautiful relationship and a beautiful engagement. And we've been together since. So I occasionally look up giveaways for event Pokemon because I swear I miss 99% of them times. Yeah, exactly. That's my life, Ace Fawn, is I'll remember and be like, oh crap, I should look that up. And then I'll look it up and it's like, one just ended, and it's like, cool. I bet you anything, if I go on, like, Google right now and check for it, I will have just missed one. What's up, Creighton? Why are you standing guard at the ship? Shen, are we setting off now? I guess. Everyone else needs to up their flirt game. Then to sea we go. I mean, it was effective, right? It's just like, oh, like... Oh, hold on. Iced? Yes, Lou? What is it? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Something I have to ask you. Ask me, Lou. You and I look roughly the same age, but how old are you really? Is that your question, Lou? It's not important. This is timed, by the way. I can't slow this down. It is to me. If you were much older than us, then I'm afraid we've not shown you the proper respect. She's got a point. Don't worry about such things. Please, treat me as you have all along. No, that won't do. You have to tell us. What? Come now, this is silly. No, Iced, tell me. You're afraid you haven't shown me the proper respect, and yet you make demands of me. Come on, Iced, you can tell us. How old are you really? This has nothing to do with respect. You just want to know how old I am, don't you? I knew it. Come on, Shen, can't you get them off my back? Oh my god, I have a text box, you guys. You're in on this too, aren't you, Shen? I've had it with your conspiracies. I will not tell you. No, it was counter-effective. Wait, what? No, it was counter-effective. I thought he was another weird guy because I'd been hit on by like 3 of those guys who had made my life so weird. But then we hung out and I was like, oh? Oh? Well, I guess good to know. Sorry that it was not a good impression. Although, I don't know. You do have another part of a story to tell where during our mutual friend's graduation, you came over. So told you that. Yeah, I know. I don't remember it every single time that you tell me. You know that I have terrible memory. So we can now come into here because there's this little side path over here, and let's see what's over this way. I know you told me that. I'm sorry. My brain doesn't work properly. We know this. I have entire movies that I've forgotten that we've watched together. Okay, I know where that leads. That leads to progress. What's down this way? Nothing. So this way we go. Look! It's more Lemurian ships and another dock. Let's go see this other part of Lemuria. Me too. Yeah, both of our brains don't work. Well, we can't go that way, so let's go this way. It's ancient Lemuria, you guys! Cool. Cool. There sure is basically nothing to do here. But nah, after we hung out, I realized you weren't like those other guys. Aww. I'm not like those other guys. Can we parch this? No. Alright, well let's clean up the weeds, I guess. Oop, not with Whirlwind, with Cyclone. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's not a high bar to clear, but I did clear it. Yes! I'm successful. Alright, let's clear these 2. Let's clear all of these ones. Let's clear these 2. Oop, and there's one down there. And... oh! Water Jin! Come back! It's afraid. Look at the silly statue. Hey! Oh, 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 ah! It's okay, bud. I got you. Oh, let's see. It's not a hard bar to clear. Anyway, the story of how we accidentally started dating is funnier. Yeah, you should come tell that one though, if you want to. Because I think that one's funnier when you tell it. Oh, Lou's getting up. We're gonna have a surprise guest on stream, guys. Alright, and I got Rhyme. I'm gonna go ahead and give that over to you. What does Rhyme do? They seal a foe's synergy. Alright, here's Lou. I'm gonna give them a place to sit.
Jesus, Lou.
Ignore the loud noises, I'm sorry. And here she is, everybody.
Hi, it's me.
You're gonna probably need to be a little bit closer to the mic.
I can hear things on your stream that happen on the other side of the house, so I have a feeling everyone can hear me speaking right now.
Okay, so my noise gates are not working properly then. Go ahead.
Oh, it has been a little bit better.
Hmm?
It was a little bit better. I don't know.
Either way.
Anyway, hi, it's me. Hold on, let me turn on my streaming personality so that everybody can be happy and
Yes, we
sound
can hear you, Lou. Okay, good. Thank you for the
charismatic.
confirmation, Iced.
Because
And also,
I sound
it's
way
fine.
more charismatic on my streams than I do in real life. At least according to me, I do anyway.
Go ahead.
No, so we started dating, because, God, this is so funny. Sorry, I'm not swearing on Shen's stream. You have to come to my streams if you want to hear people swearing. What was it? So, we started dating on accident because I'm way too shy and repressed to, like, ever tell anybody that I have a crush on them. Like, I would never do that. I've never done that, ever. Oh, kitty sneezes. And we've been hanging out so much, like all the time. And I remember what happened once I started feeling like, oh, I could have a crush on this guy, was we were hanging out with my friend at one point, and before the move, we were gonna go see a movie because I worked in a movie theater, and so I would get like a free ticket for me, and then I could bring one person with me who would get in for free. And up to that point, because I didn't know Shen, with her, she would be the person I'd get in for free, and then her husband now would be the one who would have to pay for himself. We were all sitting around waiting to go to the movie, and then she kind of looks at us and she's like, "Aw, you guys can't start dating because then Shen's gonna get the free ticket and I'm gonna have to pay for myself." And I was like, ha 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 ha, just like, I thought it was super awkward, and I kind of just laughed it off, and I didn't say anything because, like, again, I'm very repressed. And I didn't like that. But then he also didn't say anything, and I kind of just sat there like, okay, cool, dodged that bullet. Maybe he'll still think I'm normal enough that he'll want to date me or something, I don't know. I was very much operating under the assumption that I was never going to be in a relationship with Shen at all, because again, I don't tell people that I have crushes on them ever, so I kind of just accepted that this was never going to happen. And we went to the movie and it was fine, and then like I don't know, a couple weeks later or something, it was around Shen's birthday, and we had hung out and got some cupcakes and stuff, and we were hanging out at their apartment, and we were kind of standing there getting, like, eating and getting food and stuff, and Shen was standing next to me, and he kind of stopped and he said, "You know, you're the first girlfriend I've ever had who has a job." And I swear to God, you could hear, like, the electrons spinning around atoms in the room, dead silent for a second, just complete dead silent. And then my friend is like, and gets all excited because she's very extroverted. and then Shen was kind of just looking like he was like, huh? Wait. And I just kind of went like, And
then you went and hid.
And then I went and I hid in the pantry because I am an adult. And granted, it didn't have a door, it just had a curtain. But like, and my friend was being very silly about it, so I thought it was okay if I was a big emotional baby about it, I guess, I don't know. And after that all calmed down, I guess, because I don't even remember, but it was a lot of like Shen being like, "Wait, we're not dating?" and me being like, "Huh?" and just like, you know, kind of just complete miscommunication. And eventually I think we kind of just settled on, huh? And then we went to the movie. And we didn't kind of, I don't think we really talked about it, because my friend was there. And I love her to death, but like, it's kind of hard to have a conversation like that when you're hanging out with your friends. And then it wasn't until like that night that we were chatting on like Facebook or something. And I think Shen was like apologizing to me, and I was just like, "No, I'm sorry." And eventually we kind of just were like, "Well, I do like you," and I was like, "Well, I like you too," and then we kind of talked for a while and decided that we would be dating.
That conversation didn't happen on Facebook, it happened in person.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. It was as I was dropping you off.
Was it? Well, then
Yeah.
we had a conversation on Facebook too afterwards. We were chatting.
The conversation on Facebook was to decide when did we want to say that we officially started dating.
Yeah, but I talked to you about a bunch of other important stuff too.
Anyways, check out this cool dragon.
That is a very cool, sick dragon. The funny thing is, I remember that happening, and then when I finally told that story to someone in front of Shen, he was like, no, see, what happened was, from his perspective, apparently, which I guess you can just say it, was when our friend said, "Oh, you guys can't be dating," and I just laughed it off, he just assumed we were dating, and he just, like, forgotten that we talked about it. And so he was like, "Oh, I guess we're dating." And then it just not questioned it at all. I was like, Shen, we didn't talk to each other. It was really funny. It's very funny looking back.
I still think the funniest take on that was when your mom heard that story. She was like, okay, well, you're not allowed to just kind of assume that you guys got married and forget to, like, actually get married then.
Yeah, she said something.
And it's like, don't worry, that's a lot harder to do.
Yeah, she was like, well, what if you, like, you guys actually do? Yes, that's the story of how we accidentally started dating, because it was indeed. I mean, we both wanted to, but
yeah,
it was an accident. I can't believe you just... You're such a himbo.
Uh-huh.
You're just like, oh, pretty girl, we're dating? We didn't talk about that? Sure. I mean, is that literally what you thought? Or are you, like, misremembering your argument?
I thought that we had talked about it, and I had just forgotten that we talked about it.
You really just thought that you forgot that we talked
We literally already talked about my terrible memory on stream already.
You're just like, oh, I must have forgotten that conversation. You know, that very important, pivotal conversation where I told this girl that I liked her and then we started dating. I completely forgot about that. Oh my god. You're such an idiot.
And there you go, chat. If I'm ever telling the same story multiple times on stream, I'm sorry, because now you know how incredibly poor my memory is at
My
times.
memory is bad, but, like, I remember important things, usually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Much better than I do, at least.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
over here.
Huh?
I'm over here on your stream.
Yeah.
How could this happen?
Welcome aboard.
How could you let this happen?
I'd be like, I'll enslave you to, like, read all the girl lines, but
No.
I don't think there's actually going to be any voice lines for a bit.
I have bad memory, too, for some things. Yeah. Lots of bad memory. I think everybody has kind of crappy memory sometimes, but
Yeah.
usually what I forget is, oh, did I move the laundry? Or, oh, I needed to do, like, this thing today. Not, oh, my relationship status changed.
Hey, chat. I'm dumb and forgot to go manage my inventory at a town.
Good job.
I don't think the last item I get in here is something that takes up an inventory space already.
That is fair. He is mine. He you know, I can see it as a don't question a good thing mindset
Yeah,
of just, oh, we're dating. Oh, awesome, we're dating. Okay. Yeah,
we're good.
cool. I'm not gonna bring it up in case.
Oh no, it was really mimic.
Anyway, I am going to leave your stream because it looks like the dog needs to go outside. Bye, chat.
Okay. Bye, Lou. Take good care of the pupper.
I will.
And if you could take the cat with you so that she's not
Yeah, I'll take the
threatening my life
I'll take the
and my
cat.
existence.
Hey, sweet pea, my love.
The cat does not want to leave, guys.
I have extracted the cat.
But the cat has been extracted. How is the pupper doing? As good as he can be. Sorry for bonking the mic there, everybody. He is doing a heckin' I want to go outside dance right now. Where he wanders towards us and then away from us and then towards us and then away from us and then towards us and then away from us. We got some power bread, so we're good still. And then I think this, yeah, this leads out to this item. The gotta pee dance, exactly. You get it iced. The I gotta pee, but I can't use words, and I can't really bark either. Uh-oh. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we got that. And we got into another fight. Hi chat, she is returned. Welcome back, Lou. In text format. Hello. Dog paces on our wood floors with her nails to tell us. That's basically what our dog is doing. Is he's just like tickety 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 tickety. Can't take that with us, so that'll have to stay. Can't take that with us, so that'll have to stay. Let's see if we can can consolidate any items. Let's see, no potions. Actually, no, I just realized, except for on ice, let's do LA, LA, LA. And then the reason we're not doing that on ice is it'll move that ring to not be in the first position, and I want it to stay there. As we contained in the chat, yes, you cannot be contained. That is what you think, ha 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 ha. You fool. All right. There doesn't appear to be anything else that I can really, like, consolidate. I could use some of the, like, power-up items, but I actually kind of want to keep those until, like, we get closer to end game. God, and Lou still has that vest on. What is wrong with me? We'll get out of here. This is not the place that I thought it was. It does not have the item that I thought we would be able to get here. So... But anyways, now that we have this grind synergy, there's a little bit more exploring we can do in this cave, obviously. But we can also... Oh, God! We can also do a little bit more exploring in the world itself. Oh, God! You know what? Let's do Odyssey on this guy, because we've got that synergy and we still haven't used it. Let's defend. Can you heal yourself? You cannot. So defend, and you can heal, though. So please heal. Big swords! Alright, we got to see Odyssey. Oh, okay. We'll heal Lou outside of the battle, then. Good, good. Alright. And... oh, come on. There we go. So that we don't have to worry about encounters, we'll do that. And we can make our way out. But yeah. The kind of downside to the next part of the game is that I like to do a lot of sailing because we've already explored the crap out of this side of the map, but now we've got this side of the map too, and there's more of those little dots where we can get items that could turn into weapons and stuff like that. And like, this continent has one place that we want to go on there, this continent has a place that we want to go on there, and like, there's an intended order because they intend you to basically go to this continent and get to here first because you get something that allows you to go into the place here. I ain't gonna do that in the proper order because I want to have as much fighting power and as much powerful things as I can before I go into this area. So, I'm sorry, basically. Because there's going to be a lot of back and forth into places and a lot of, like, very boring going around on the map. And I'm trying desperately to think of, like, interesting things to talk about. And my mind just keeps kind of coming up blank. And, this is definitely one of those things where it's like, God, I really need, like, more prompts to just kind of get my brain into going onto things. That's what I'm doing. Because literally even there, like, I was trying to think of, like, what can I talk about, and it, like, was interfering with my brains being able to be like, I want to recast a void, please, so that we don't run into the monsters. What do I need? I need lots of weapons and armor. But what I need is something to talk about. Something to prompt, like, getting to talk about stories, or, like, things that have happened in life, or, like, fun events and things like that. And, like, part of my brain's like, oh, I could talk about, like, you know, some friends and stuff and that, and things like that, and it's like, I know that I'm not going to be mentioning their names, but, like, just in case I accidentally did, I would still want to, like, get their permission before talking about them on stream more. So, we're coming to Briggs and we're going to sell some stuff. Hey, I want your money. Take that, please. Take these, please. Take this, please, because I don't want it. Thank you. I'll keep that for now. Actually, no, no, I won't, because I can buy these back, so screw that. I don't want them in my inventory anymore. Get them out. I don't need this, so that can go away. I don't need those, so that can go away. I don't need that, so that can go away. I don't need that, so that can go away. There we go. Already much cleaner. Let's see, what's the latest I ever stayed up or out with friends, and what mischief did I get up to? I've never really gone out with friends and stuff like that, because like I'm not a big drinker, but the latest that I ever stayed up. So in high school, there was a big time where my parents were promising me a game console. And like, what game console do you want us to get you? Do you want the PS2? Do you want the Xbox? Stuff like that. And I had eventually decided on the Xbox. And that was in part to a hangout with a lot of friends that we did where we played Halo. Surprise, surprise. And this was to kind of say goodbye to a teacher friend that we all had. And like, we were all terrible at the game. Nobody knew what they were doing. And it was tons of fun. But after that, there was another time where there was a friend that I had who was going to be going to a different school. So, similar thing, we went over to his house to play Halo, and at this point in time, like, I brought over my Xbox, he had his Xbox, another friend brought over their Xbox, and we did, like, a LAN party where we could have, like, just 2-player split screen on 4 different screens, and we all played Halo, like, all night long, but, like, really absurd, stupid matches and stuff like that, where we weren't really doing anything competitive, but just, like, being as silly as we could. And the friend's mom had bought tons and tons of Coca-Cola because we all drank soda and stuff like that. And like, this was before I knew that I shouldn't be having caffeine. And back when I drank like tons and tons of soda too. So like, I don't even know how many sodas I went through, but like I drank a very large portion of the soda that was drank that night. And as the night went on, we shifted from like playing Halo to playing Super Smash Brothers, and I think Melee was the one that had come out most recently. So we were playing lots of that. There was a Togi that was being played because I had brought that over, and if you don't know what a Togi is, you should look it up. It was a game from FromSoft on the Xbox. It was fun and fantastic. I loved it, but very weird. And basically, it eventually started to get to the point where like people were getting tired and they were going to sleep. Because of course they were. It was super late at night, everyone was like super tired, and we were all starting to get drained. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep. And as people went to sleep, like, you know, they were kind of like sleeping for a little bit, and then they were waking up to play some more games because we were all like wanting to play games together all night long, and like, oh, let's just keep going and stuff like that. And it eventually turned into a thing where like there were at least 4 people or like 3 people or 2 people up playing games together at all times, and I was always one of the people that was still awake. So as everyone else was going to sleep, I was staying up all night long. And keep in mind that like Lou will attest to this, I'm not someone who has infinite energy when hanging out with other people. I do get energized when I hang out with other people, but it's very temporary. It's like a big burst of energy, and I'm just like, yes, that was awesome, I loved it. And then I need to... No, I'm absolutely not Seymour. But like, then I need to basically like, you know, rest and get some sleep and stuff like that. But I was drinking tons and tons of Coca-Cola. And I think that's really the only situation where I can look back on my life and be like, yes, the caffeine definitely helped keep me awake and sustained me. And I didn't even think about it because like I just was drinking so much of it. But as time passed, like, you know, I moved from one room to another, and then I moved from that room to another, and, like, you know, just kept staying awake and, like, playing with my friends and stuff until it was morning. And I want to say, like, 8 o'clock or something like that, and, like, everyone was starting to wake up, and, like, everyone else was awake all the way. And starting to get, like, a little tired, like, you know, starting to kind of get a little, like, okay, I should probably go to sleep. They're like, oh, like, let's play this game, and, like, let's show this game, and, like, you should show us this, and, like, Otogi and stuff like that, because, like, you're the one that owns it and plays it and stuff, so it's like, okay, let's go over that. And then I don't even remember what ninja game it was that they wanted to show me, but they wanted to show me some sort of, like, ninja game. Not Ninja Black, or Ninja Gaiden, or anything like that, Ninja Gaiden Black. None of that. And, I remember I was watching them play, and I was just kind of, like, bored, because I was like, huh, this isn't what I expected when they said a ninja game. And the next thing I knew, I was waking up on my back with a friend kind of, like, smacking me in the face, and my face felt wet, and my parents were there to pick me up. And it was 11 o'clock in the in the morning, but, like, in the afternoon kind of thing. Or not in the afternoon, but, like, in the morning, I guess. And, we're back at Yellowham, yay! But, oh god, I should have gone and gotten that axe. Too late now. But, had basically woken up, and they had been trying to wake me up for, like, a good 30 to 40 minutes. And, like, they tried slapping me, they tried spilling water on me, they tried shaking me, they tried picking me up off of the floor, and I was just not waking up. So they finally got me awake, and my parents got me out to the car. I got my seatbelt on, and then I passed out in the car. And we got home, and they were like, okay, let's get you to bed, you need to sleep. It's incredible that you're such a light sleeper now. I know, right? But, they're like, let's get you home, and it's like, okay. We get home, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna take a small nap, and then I'm gonna, like, come out and, like, do this, and I want to play some video games because it's the weekend. They're like, haha, that's great, sure you are. And, oh, the Draco Mace. I don't want that. Now I feel bad. I wasted money and time. Yeah, we don't have anything else to forge. Pain in the butt. But, got me all set up and everything like that. And they got me out of the car, into my room, and they must have helped me take off, like, my shoes and stuff like that, because, like, I don't remember taking off my shoes. And 11:30ish, we get home, I get in bed, and the next thing I know, I'm waking up and it's 8 o'clock at night. Just slept through the entire day because I was so exhausted. And, that is the latest that I have ever stayed up. But there have been multiple times where I've done things like that at friends' parties. Because there was another time, back when I was, like, a young kid, like, probably, like, 7, 8 or something like that, where me and my sister were staying at a friend's house with even more friends, and we were playing Street Fighter 2. And having fun and, like, bouncing on the trampoline and, like, swimming and stuff because they had a pool, and, like, so did we, but whatever. If you've got a pool, you're not going to say no to it. I should probably go back up there. I'll go back up there later. I want to go over here. So, actually, I'm going to sidetrack really fast. So we already know when we were down here, they were saying, like, oh, you used to be able to go through this area, but you can't now because there's all of these rocks. Well, if you remember over here at the Gondolin Cliffs, it seemed like you probably could have skirted through there, but there was, like, a giant stone in the middle that, like, resembled the ones that were up here in Lemuria. So now that we've got grind, we can grind that stone down and we can sneak our way in between those two areas, baby. So that's what we're gonna do. But anyways, they had Street Fighter 2. We were playing on their trampoline. We were having fun. We were all staying up and, like, looking at the stars and stuff like that. And eventually, everyone's falling asleep on the trampoline, but it's outside. It's cold. I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna go inside. And I want to play some more Street Fighter 2 because, like, we don't have the manual. We don't know how to do any of the special moves, so nobody knows how to do the Hadouken or anything like that. And the only special moves that we're able to figure out are Chun-Li's kick, because you just mash the kick button, and E Honda's, like, 1,000 slap hand, whatever it's called thing, because once again, you just mash the punch button. But I wanted to figure out how to do the Hadouken, and so did my sister, so we stayed up, and we kept messing around with the game. And like, this is before the game had like a training mode, so like it wouldn't teach you how to do the fights, and it didn't have anything in the menus either. And there was no internet, so we couldn't look it up online. And we're trying to figure it out. And while they're playing as Ryu, I'm playing as like the Indian guy, the one that can like shoot fire and teleport and stuff. And I figure out how to teleport. And I'm like, oh my god, I figured out how to teleport. And it's like, okay, well now I'm like super energized, because like that's super cool. Sounds like the first time I went to a drive-in movie theater, got home at 3 a.m. and woke up at sunset that night. I was so confused as a 10-year-old. Lol, the sun's on the wrong side of the sky. I know, exactly. It's so jarring when that happens the first time too. But got super energized because like I figured out how to teleport with that dude that can like breathe fire and stuff. And it's like, yes, he has long legs and long arms and stuff, and they stretch and stuff. I don't remember his name, and I feel really bad. But after figuring that out, oh come on. After figuring that out, it's like, okay, well now let's both play as Ryu, or like, I'll play as King, you play as Ryu, and like we'll keep trying it until we figure it out. And we figured out the Shoryuken, and we figured out the like leg spin thing. I think it's the Tatsumaki Senpuken or something like that, whatever. And eventually, sure enough, we figured out how to do the Hadouken, where it's just quarter circle forward punch. And we felt super cool. But sister had to stop playing because her thumbs were starting to get blisters, and like she was hurting. So I just kept going and practicing until like, you know, it was super easy to do, because like, oh, like, is it this? Like, I haven't quite gotten the timing down yet, and blah, 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 blah. Got it figured out. And it was like maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, and the friends were starting to wake up, and they come in. And I'm like, hey, you guys want to play some Street Fighter? Because like we had turned off the system, and like we're trying to go to sleep, but didn't. So I remember that there is a dot over here that I have to go get. But they came in and they're like, okay, like, yeah, like we can play some Street Fighter. And like, you know, played as a different character first, and like played as E Honda, and like did the slap thing. And eventually like we get around to like, okay, let's play, and I'm gonna play with Ryu and stuff like that. And they're like, okay, cool. And I do the Hadouken, and everyone's like, oh my god, that's so cool, you figured it out. And it's like, yeah, I figured it out. Like, how do you do it? And like, you know, told them how to do it, and like we all kept playing more. And then I think at that point in time, like it was like probably around 8 in the morning, I think my parents came over and picked me up, and like we went home. And I think I went to sleep and like was only asleep for like 4 or 5 hours and woke up, but I don't remember entirely. Also, sorry that we're getting into so many fights. We are under-leveled for this area, so we're going to be getting in fights constantly. And there's nothing I can do about that, except keep fighting them until we level up enough that they start to get less frequent, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, I did a similar thing. I was at my grandma's, was like 12. I think I fell asleep in the afternoon, and I guess I slept till the evening. My dad came in and woke me up. I was super confused why he was waking me, thought he was going to work, but he said he just got home. Lol, it was so odd. Yeah. Fun little things when you're a kid and you're allowed to just stay up forever. And it's actually been a problem with me playing this game again when I'm not streaming. And I vowed yesterday that I'm going to stream this probably until like 8:30, 9 o'clock kind of thing. I just looked down and saw that it's 8:24. Jesus. So I guess we'll do it until 9 o'clock. That way, like, it's not like, okay, I'm wrapping up in 6 minutes. But only gonna play until like 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and then I'm not playing it after stream. Like, I'm not allowed to. Hey, we found a sword. Because I've been playing it non-stop after stream, And I've been staying up until like midnight, not even like realizing what time it is. And then the moment I save the game and I turn it off, I'm like exhausted. And my buddy's like, hi, I'm still here and exist, and I need like care and attention, and I would like to go to sleep. And I would have liked to have gone to sleep like maybe a couple hours ago, perhaps, maybe, please. So it's like, okay, tonight I gotta like not stay up forever and like actually let myself go to sleep. Okay, there's nothing in there. So we'll hit that one, we'll hit that one, we'll hit that one, 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 sneak into here, grab the stuff that we want really quick. Come down along this way, come in here and hit some places that we want to hit in here really quick. Hit that one, and then we'll make our way back here because I think we get some good stuff that we want to equip. Was Lou asleep? No, Lou was still awake, but like they were also doing their thing with their game and like getting sucked in and losing track of time because we're both terrible people that do that to ourselves. Sorry to call you out, Lou. But we can't help it. The games that we play are fun, and we're not going to apologize for having a good freaking time. I am a sleep gremlin. Several times in the past I have stayed up for 24 hours straight, and simultaneously at random intervals I will sleep for 24 hours at a time for some ungodly reason. Me and Pink do the same. I know exactly what time it was. What do you mean? Sure. I mean, you do always seem to like know what time it is when I shout like, oh my god, it's this time. You're like, yeah, it's this time. What are you still doing up? And it's like, I know, I'm sorry. I was making a conscious choice to be an idiot. I guess that is the difference, is I'm being stupid by mistake and you're being stupid on purpose. So, worth it though. This game is tons of fun, and I highly recommend it to everybody. I'm really hoping that they make this one also available on Switch and not just the first one. Because like, yesterday while I was playing it, I was like watching videos, and I was like, hey, I see that the completionist did like, you know, a episode on Golden Sun. Let's watch it. And like, it's from 2 years ago, and I think he liked it from like my memories of his video, while I was just kind of like not paying full attention and like playing the game. But I do remember he said in the thing that he only played and completed the first one. He has not played the second one and doesn't plan to. And it's just like, Gerard, you have to play the second one. Because he's like, yeah, like, you know, I really enjoyed it and I got to the cool cliffhanger ending of the first one. And it's a really good game. I definitely recommend that you complete it. Or finish it, I think is what his rating was on it, which is basically you just play it until you beat it. You don't have to complete everything in it. You don't have to get 100% completion, just like play it. And I was like, you have to play the second one because like, if you don't, one, you don't get the full story, but two, like, you miss out on so much more fun stuff because like there's so much more fun stuff in this one. And like, we haven't even really gotten that far yet. I mean, we have. We're like getting kind of close to endgame, but still not quite. We haven't even done one of the lighthouses yet. And like, there's still another lighthouse to go. We just found out why we want to light them and stuff. And we found out that our parents are still alive and stuff like that. Like, oh my god. Okay, I don't think there's anything in this one. But definitely an interesting take on it, and like I appreciated his retrospective on it, because it's like he said that this was probably one of the best games to get people into JRPGs ever, because like it's not super over the top complicated, it doesn't demand too much to learn how to play the game, and like it introduces you to all the regular elements. It's got like the teenagers who like will have a coming of age story and like have to save the world from some sort of godly thing at some point in time probably, and it's like, yeah, absolutely. And it's got a really cool magic system. It's got a really cool class system that's tied to like Jin, which also allow you to just kind of break the game over your knee. And something that he mentioned is that he leveled himself up to get all of the synergy that you can get in the game, which in order to do, you have to get to like level 52. Just tell them about Little Turtle, and if they're not convinced, they're just wrong. Absolutely. There's a little turtle in this game, and you get it in your inventory, and it's called Little Turtle. Like, L-I-L Turtle. It's the best thing ever. Why would you want to play this game? Gaia Falls. We're at the edge of the world. These people are brave, in my opinion. The sea west of here spills over a massive waterfall. You really start to appreciate the grandeur of nature if you see that, I can tell you. But what are you still doing here? Like, look at this. You're so close to the edge of the world. Go further inland, dude. Like, that waterfall there, that's just the edge of the world. No. Anyways, don't mind me while I jump closer to the edge of the world. But, I don't know. Tails over eyes lets you wear cats as hats. But cats as hats? That sounds so painful for the poor cats. The poor cats. The poor cats. Hey. I'm gonna save all of your guys' curiosity. Yes, we see this rock. Yes, we know that we can eventually lift it when we get, like, the ability to lift things later. There's nothing over there. There's nothing over there. So, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna come back here. It's a waste of time. So, there's quite literally here. We can see up there that it leads to nothing. There's nothing over there. I don't know if you're still here, Pinky Dragon. I'm really sorry. You didn't see anything. I forgot that this is where we get that. That's actually one of the main reasons that I wanted to come back here. Anyway, good night, everyone. Good night, Seymour. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for hanging out. Don't tell Pinky Dragon that I just got some dragon skin. I'm sure it will make her very upset and sad. There's nothing to the west here, and it's really dangerous. You shouldn't go that way. I won't. Matter of fact, I'm going to get back in my boat, and I'm going to go north instead. No, Pinky Dragon, I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Pinky Dragon, no! We don't know that it came from a currently alive dragon. Maybe it came from a dragon a long time ago that passed from natural causes and decided to donate its, like, skin or something. I'm sorry, Pinky Dragon, no, forgive me! Pinky gonna break out of the steel chair. Pinky just gonna blow me up with her mind. She still has that power. Okay. We'll continue up to this one. Actually, you know what? No, we'll continue up to this one. Ah! We're in another fight. Wow, I'm getting really low on synergy. You summoned the dragon, Shengraf. I did! It's good to have you here, though. I think after this fight, I'm going to mess with my Jin setup and see if I can get something that allows me to have a little bit more synergy. Because as it is right now, I've got very limited capabilities. There we go. That's better. So let's see here. We've got 6, and he has 7. Iced over here with 7 Jin, styling on all of us over here. God, that's a thought. Where do I get the rest of the Jin in this part? Because I know I can get everyone up to 8 right now, which is 1 away from the max. I know there's one there. I know there's one there. Or are there 2 there? There might be 1 or 2 there. I can't get the one there yet. There's one up here in a forest. There's one all the way up there. Whatever. Let's just keep going for now. We'll keep getting these and we'll grab Jin later. But, I guess I'll keep my current Jin set up the way that it is. No. I changed my mind. Boom. No. Boom. 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 No, that makes me really weak. Okay. Okay, we'll keep that. Boom. Actually, wait, I want her to be wind. What am I doing? Boom. 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 And trade that. Can I make her a ninja? I think I can make her a ninja. I think I had her as a ninja before. Boom. Boom. Yep, there we go. Okay, so ninja. Okay. Let's do fire, I think, maybe. Okay, now I'm also a ninja and she's a wanderer. I do not want to be a ninja. So let's trade with Waterboy, Ruffian, Elder. Now I'm a Dragoon. That's what I would like. Good, good. I've got Wish and Ply and Avoid and stuff. Okay. Let's see. Water. Let's do that. Ranger and medium. Okay, and then I think if I do that, you become a scholar. Which lowers your stuff but raises that stuff. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That turns you into a diviner. Need to figure something out for iced that's good. Sorry, everybody. Dark Mage. Tall Zombie. Raging Heat is good. Fiery Abyss is good. Fire Puppet. Okay, that'll be good enough. And he has Revive. Okay. So we'll keep that then. But, oh! We saw slightly before we went into this fight. Wow, I have 9 synergy points. Yes, you've been through a lot, you need good. I'm sorry, Iced. I'll get you good, I promise. In the meantime, I'm gonna have Pinky do a Death Plunge on that thing. Lou, definitely feel free to cause an eruption. And you should call down a Fiery Abyss. The Vile Dirge. Boom! It's dead. Very cool. Hey, yeah. And it's dead. Okay. So we can't get that because we can't get inside there yet. So at some point in time, we'll get some way to get past these reefs because if I try to cast Grind on them, I believe nothing happens. Yep, nothing happens. So we cannot get that one yet. But we do know that if there's a ring around it, that must mean that it's pretty good. But, we'll continue up towards that one, and we'll just keep getting in fights along the way. Jesus. How come I'm not regaining any synergy? I'm at 9 still. I'm still at 9. Like, what the heck, game? Ugh. Hey, I'm at 10. Hooray. Jesus. Why did Ice do so little damage? Doesn't he have the Hestia Blade on? Yeah, you've got the Hestia Blade on. Why the heck? It's so weird. Anyways. Nothing here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything here. My god, I completely forgot what we were talking about before I, went into, doing Jin and stuff. And I know that I was, really getting into it. Oh. Oh. Bummer. Just stab, 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 stab. Nothing big. Actually, I know why Iced isn't doing much damage. Just because he's in a crappy class. I need to figure something out for him. There we go. That was better. Sleep crimes. Oh yeah, sleep crimes. Right, staying up forever and being really dumb. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Trade. Trade. Actually, Crypt Lord? Okay, guess that doesn't change anything. Oh, right, it's because I have the book on him. You know what? Then let's actually trade these back. And then let's take the book off of him for now. Okay, so attack 378, 3. That's better. That's better. But sleep crimes. I already talked about the one with the Halo Party. I already talked about the one with Street Fighter 2. I was talking about this game, right? Actually, I think there's a Djinn here. Asperia settlement? I think there is. But I loved the crap out of this game when I was younger. And I am terrible at gauging time while I play it. Because the nostalgia takes over and I'm just like, oh my god, I love this game so much. And like, everything's so great. Oh! And I lose track of time. And that has been happening nonstop as I've been playing it off stream. So I stay up forever, I forget when it is and stuff like that. And because of that... Oh, Come on. Come on. There we go. Get out of here. No! Point at the thing, thank you. Alright. I don't know if you guys saw as we were climbing up, but we want to push it on the far one because if we push it down this middle one, it is going to land in a rock that is too far away for us to be able to do anything with it. So we will push it here. And it'll land on that, but then we can move it down and like manipulate where it is. But like, I used to play this game because like once you beat it, you get a new game plus feature. So I would literally just play it, beat it, and then start over with like another new game plus and like just keep going forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Getting stronger infinitely and stuff like that. And it got absurd. So like I eventually had to stop, obviously. I don't think we fight this one. Yeah, we don't. Okay. And because I would just like stay up forever playing it, it became like the game that like I just don't stop with. That turns me into a savage. I do not want to be a savage, so let's give it to you. Here you go, you get Tinder. We can now revive a downed ally with that, maybe. But what's in this cave then? But like, it says it's been so long since I've played. Ooh. Oh, it's just some coins. Nothing in the box. The other box. Or the barrels. Piggy Dragon, yeah, I streamed Sims 4 for hours and I'm still playing it now. Be careful. Don't stay up forever like I do with this game. Because I am absolutely like, I'm going to end stream in about 17 minutes here. And I am not going to play the game for the rest of the night. I swear that on myself, because I need rest. So, I'm gonna! Good, okay. There's a place called Shaman Village in the middle of the continent. Supposedly one of the rivers leads to it. I have no idea which one, though. Can I read your mind? I think there's a cave down at the end of the river. That's the way into Shaman Village. I wonder if I should tell them what the legends say. Nah, they look like a smart group. I am a smart group, thank you. Lol, you're still playing Pinky Dragon, lol. Yeah. Well, it's part of the thing, like, if you're having fun, you don't want to stop having fun. But then, it's the saying, time flies when you're having fun, and like, God, it really does with this game and me. Because, like, I'll look down and it's like, oh, it's 9 o'clock, I should probably start wrapping up soon, and then I keep going, and I'm like, just one more thing, just one more thing, just one more thing. And then I look down and it's like, oh my god, it's like 11:58. So... Yes, it does. It very much does, too. Alright, we'll go up to here, we'll go over to there, and we'll try to finish up on this island. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to say it now. We're going to finish on this island even if it's a little early. So, we'll get there, we'll finish up. Garden Paws like that, and so is Ark. Or Garden Paws is like that, and so is Ark. That's been me with replaying Breath of the Wild lately. I know, Breath of the Wild is another one like that, where it's just like, well, like, you know, I've got a pretty good, like, judgment of, like, how far things are in this game, because I've played it before. So, like, I'll just do this one more thing, and I'll be done. And it's like, nope, don't do that, it's a trap. So, Breath of the Wild is very good at that. You don't want to fall into the trap. Boom. Throw them shurikens! Blow up those snails! Perfect. Perfect! A ninja leveled up. Me with Coral Island. Anybody with anything that they really enjoy. Like, it's completely understandable that you're allowed to just lose yourself in something that you really enjoy and, like, just keep going. So, then again, I am very good at keeping track of the time. I'm just bad at stopping. That's fair. Let's see. I'm keeping myself from going insane from waiting for Tears of the Kingdom by replaying Breath of the Wild, but I'm steadily running out of things to do, so I might have to start over again. Like, do I know it's 12? Yes. Can I make myself stop? So here's something you could do for Ace Fawn. And, like, if I had the ability to set it up and showcase it right now, I would showcase what I'm talking about. But you could learn all the different glitches and stuff like that if you wanted to. And, like, maybe not the movement glitches, because I can see those being something that kind of ruins the game for some people. But, like, there's a glitch you can do where, admittedly, it's kind of tough to do the second part, but in a normal save file, you set up, like, a storage glitch where it allows you to, like, store a menu and stuff like that. And using that, you're able to start a brand new save file in normal mode, and if you play through the entirety of the game, get to the end, beat Ganon with the Bow of Light, you can then start a new save file at the beginning of the game with the Bow of Light. And then you can use it for the entire game. Infinite arrows, it does 100 damage per shot, it's super cool. But it is very difficult to pull off. And maybe you could pour yourself into doing that and learning glitches and stuff like that. Or, like, if you've ever heard of speedrunning, maybe you could learn some speedrunning stuff and, like, learn to speedrun the game and, like, practice that and, like, get really good at it and stuff. Because I do think that is kind of fun, and, like, that's something that I've done from time to time, is, like, I'll learn speedrun tricks and stuff like that. And, like, I did actually want to learn how to speedrun Breath of the Wild at one point. And there's a speedrunner and a YouTuber named Limcube who put out a tutorial series, and, like, God bless him, because, like, it's so good. So yeah, there is a Djinn here, and we're going to get that. And there's an apple, but we can't get the apple yet, so we will have to come back later. This is my third playthrough of Breath of the Wild, left my butt off. I have very much been wasting time with this run. That's perfectly fine. That is you're allowed to do that. But we'll lash on over here. But, like, if you've never looked at a speedrun of Breath of the Wild, I highly encourage it, because there are some ridiculous and hilarious tricks in them. Heck, there's a dude named Jello Apocalypse that does, like, animated shorts of things, and he has a video out there for, like, joking at what the Breath of the Wild speedrun basically is. And it's like, so this is basically Breath of the Wild speedrunning. And you watch it, and at the time, like, you would watch it, bullet time bounce, absolutely 100% fantastic. But you watch the speedrun and you're like, okay, well, this has to be a joke. Like, most of this has to be a joke. And at the time, you would go watch the speedrun and it's like, oh my god, everything that he's joking about in the video is real. Because, like, there's a part where he, like, jumps down onto a bokoblin and then rockets into the sky, and then, like, sunglasses fall down. It's like, yeah! And it's like, okay, well, that can't be a thing. And it's like, No, that's bullet time bouncing. And then there's another joke where like he like mashes himself up against a wall until like he just kind of like walks through it, and it's like, yeah, that's shield clipping. Like all of those things look like jokes and look like absurd things, and it's like we're just doing it because we can, because animation, haha, it's funny. And it's like that's what the speed run is. It's so absurd, and I love every moment of it. It's so fantastic. I was about to leave and like do other things, and my brain's like, no, we said we were ending stream here, dang it. Don't think that's Jello Apocalypse. Isn't it Jello Apocalypse? Are you sure? Or no, it's Terminal Montage. You're right. Yeah, Terminal Montage, not Jello Apocalypse, but they're both fantastic animators and they're both really funny, so you should go check them both out. But, I got a horse early on, and right after getting it, I was right by the start of the path to Zoro's domain, and I, in my infinite wisdom / stupidity, decided I'm taking this horse to the gates. And then I spent like 3 hours carefully dragging my poor horse all the way to the entrance to the domain. I mean, you're allowed to do that. They can't stop you. And if you know how to do it and you're good enough at the game to be able to do it, then screw them and anything that they might try to do to stop you from doing it. I am definitely not stealing from these people. That might actually be true because they might not have anything to steal. There's cultic stew made with lamb meat and potatoes. Looks pretty tasty if you like boiled meat. I had fun dragging those bookcases around. Oh my god, that was another fun meme with Breath of the Wild. I'll explain this and then we'll be done, for real. On the Breath of the Wild subreddit, there was a meme for a little while where there are these giant metallic bookcases in Ganon's castle that you magnesis to kind of like get behind and get into areas with like diaries and like secret things like that. But people were like, I wonder if you can, because like there's a thing where you can do where you can like drag items from one area of the game to another area of the game. Specifically like guardians, if you can move them around, like the corpses. You can move them a specific distance away and then get them to tilt, and they'll just constantly spew the item that they spawn. And you can get infinite items like that. And people were like, I wonder if you can do that with other items, like how far you can take things before they despawn. So people started taking those metallic bookcases to all of the weirdest places that they could do, like all the way to Gerudo Desert, to the top of the Hebra Mountains. Lou got it on top of, like, I think the Hachino research lab and, like, the Akala research lab, right? Oh, she's tapping in chat. Hold on. I don't remember where you got it, but it was pretty ridiculous and hilarious. Got it balanced right on the top of the research lab. Yeah, okay, yeah, I was right. And when you first see the pictures, it's like, okay, I don't really get what's like so weird about this, or like why this is a thing. And it's like, well, it's just a thing because we've decided to. And it's like, okay, but it can't be that hard, right? And it's like, no, literally getting it out of the castle is a logistical nightmare. Because like, I don't think there's any direct path where you can literally just carry it on land all the way down. So what you have to do is you have to get it out to the moat around the castle, and then slowly but surely, one cryonic ice block at a time, get it across the river, outside. It wasn't too hard, humble bragging. But like, you have to get it across the river, and then you can take it wherever you want at that point, but you have to like not leave it alone or drop it or like save or reload or anything like that, because then it'll despawn. And like, it just became kind of like a little joke thing that like people would do to be like, hey, got this over here. And it was fantastic. So like, if you're running out of things to do, Ace Fawn, there is definitely like weird crap that you can do, and like, I encourage you to do it because it's tons of fun to play in Breath of the Wild, and like, I love that game. And super fantastic. Tons of fun. Anyways, we are definitely going to go ahead and wrap up here. When we come back, we will do more exploring of the continent. Like, here, I'll run out so that we can see what we're going to do. We're going to basically come down this way. We'll get a djinn that's over here somewhere. We'll come down and explore along this coast here and in this continent here and get some djinn that are here. We'll grab these spots, and then we're going to make our way back over here to forge some stuff with our boy Sunrise or Sunshine or whatever his name is in Yalom. The Smith boy. Sunshine, I'm pretty sure his name is. And then once we forge stuff with him, we're going to wrap up getting all the gin that we can get right now. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to make our way into Shaman Village. And then we're going to glitch the crap out of some items so that we get tons of duplicates of them so that we can have lots of them without having to grind our souls away in Lemuria. Because screw that. You still have the pictures? Oh my god, Lou, you should share them in your memes or like in your video games or whatever channel in your Discord. Which I would post a link to Discord and stuff like that, but I don't have anything set up for that because I'm terrible. So, but yeah, we'll come back, we'll do all of that stuff that I was talking about. I'm probably, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now, I'm definitely not gonna stream on Thursday. Because of stuff that's going on with our dog. There are things that we're gonna have to do, and like we're having some friends over to like hang out with them and stuff like that. And I don't want to like rush them, but I also don't want to like start streaming while they're hanging out and stuff, because that would just be like super weird and awkward. Shen post his live notices in there. I do post when I'm going live at least 30 minutes before I go live, so that you guys have a chance to see the notification and then come and check me out before like I get going and stuff like that. But actually, you know what, really quick before I save so that I don't forget to do it next time. There we go. But we'll be back here on Saturday, and I think I'm going to start a little late on Saturday. Actually, no, I'm going to start at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Saturday morning, and we'll be playing some more Golden Sun at that point in time. And you guys should come and hang out, because we're getting close to some really fun stuff in the game. We're going to glitch out the crap out of the shaman people and like show them what's for, because you'll see they're kind of like mean at first, but like understandably so. And then we're gonna go explore this place that's like really cool, and then we'll eventually get to the lighthouses and we're gonna light them and we're gonna save/destroy the world. Yay! Anyways, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I don't know if anybody is live that we usually raid into or that everybody knows. Let's check. There are 2 people in my feed that are live that I know, but I have a feeling, yep, one of them is Games Done Quick. Oh, but Richie Kupo is live. We'll raid over to Richie Kupo. I'm gonna pull up his stream ahead of time here so that like I can actually interact immediately instead of my computer lagging out like it's doing right now as I'm trying to pull up his stream. Trying and failing miserably. Any day now, computer. I'm so sorry, everybody, that you're getting all this lag. Thank you guys for coming! Please, computer. I just want to go to Richie Koopa's stream. Bye, Pinky Dragon. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and raid over to him because it's not going to work. We'll continue to do our raid message of give us your lunch money. But I do want to start thinking of a different raid message to do. And I do like the idea of just words of encouragement being a generic thing. And like maybe even putting it in brackets, like here, let me type it in. Like, hold on. Like that, because I think that would be really funny. Because then it's literally just like, oh, a fill in the form thing of shouting encouragement at somebody, and that sounds really funny in my brain for some reason. So either feel free to do that one, or feel free to do the give us your lunch money. And feel free to do any, yeah, of course, feel free to do any of the emotes that you guys want. And we're going to go ahead and raid over to Richie Kupo. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night and a good rest of your week as well. I'm going to make sure that I'm spelling his name right before I try to raid over. I am good. Okay. And thank you guys once again for coming by, and everybody take care. Oh, Richie Kupo's raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. No! Okay, well, I guess we're not raiding anybody then. So I guess we'll go ahead and end stream here then. I hope you guys all have a wonderful night and take care. See you guys on Saturday. Oh, he might be about to wrap up. Aw, that's fair. No worries. I hope everyone has a good night, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye!